You're at 51, right? You are
Yeah, I think
6
that's
below my maximum hit points right then.
Yeah, so Piers is gonna take 31 thunder damage.
Why are we killing Piers? Why did this? Why? Why are we here? How did
But
this happen?
succeeded, so that's 15 thunder damage.
That's some damage.
Oh no.
Why?
Oh no.
Did you cast like a
Thank you for
concentration-based
mocking
spell?
me.
Did you cast like a
Thank you for
concentration-based spell?
mocking me.
Did you cast like a
Did I cast concentration?
yeah.
No.
Alright.
I forgot that can be cast at
I
that
just
level.
cast Thunder Wave at 5th level.
What was that noise?
100 bits.
Why did you give me 100 bits?
Because I have
money. Don't
So
do that.
I've-
Bonk. I'm gonna bonk you. Here's a bonk for
Bonk.
you. Bonk. Stop bitsing! Stop it! Stop it! You know the money just goes to me, right? Okay, I'm buying
I
lunch.
know.
I'm buying lunch for you then.
Wait. It's a 20-foot circle from 300 feet away.
Not that I think
Here's
you,
the
not
rest
that
of
you,
them.
Why
Long
did
range
you
bug
just give
cube.
me all of your Stop! I think
Long-
actually you are our new top bidder, so Raph is
Yeah.
going to fight you later. That's great.
That's all of them. I'm not gonna buy them. I've had all of these left over from the last time I watched The Unexpectables.
Oh, sick. Sorry, Unexpectables. I am superior now. Me.
I wonder what's about to happen.
Don't worry, guys. We got a good way to spice up some combat.
I just keep getting bonked. I just hear the bonk as I'm just trying to, like, you know, just do normal things. You're just bonking me.
Wait, so yeah, it's a new day, so I can manage new spells,
Oh well,
right?
well, hold off on taking the long rest for the very second. You can change your spells. I'll let you change your spells, but hold off on doing the long rest thing until you guys get the long rest.
Didn't we level up?
Okay.
We leveled up, so all of our health went back.
Oh right, I forgot that happens. Okay, fuck, never mind then. Yes, but you get to do your spell things.
Yeah, literally everything is back.
Because you're all level 11 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I forgot that's the first time I used Bardic
11
Inspiration.
and
I will be right
classes
back.
at
My
least.
granddad is calling me.
Oh yeah, go.
Tell them Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Inventory. War mages. I'm just. Oh, cool! It already is brought
What's
back.
49? Hey, I literally haven't shopped there in like 8 years. But
Unsub from them. Unsub from their
How?
email list. Go to the bottom where it's
I've already deleted it. Already deleted it. It's fine. I'll just do it next time.
Fair enough.
Oh. Hey, it's actually a bug sphere. Is that okay? I'll take your silence as a yes.
What?
It's a bug sphere, not a bug.
A bug sphere?
Yes.
What does bug sphere do? Bug sphere what?
Bug sphere.
What is bug sphere?
It's bug sphere.
What? That doesn't answer my question, Liz.
It's bug sphere.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop! I'm going to.
Oh, I should probably.
I'm going to strangle you. Stop it! I'm gonna. I have to stop it.
Hey.
I'm gonna buy lunch for you next time. God.
Hey,
I bought lunch. Yes, I bought lunch yesterday, so it's your turn anyway.
It is. It is anyway. You're right.
Oh, cool! I gained another beam.
Another beam of Eldritch Blast. Now you have how many? 2? 3?
3.
Yo,
Yay!
I'm gonna need Pierce to make another fucking. I'm gonna need to make 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Wow.
22.
That's it.
And soft 20.
You son of a bitch.
Where is my notebook?
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. +6.
You Constitutionist bastard.
all of my fucking modifiers in order. Strength is a +3, dexterity is a +1, constitution is +2, intelligence is 1, wisdom is 2, and charisma is 1. I love fucking standard array stats.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Fun fact, I'm gonna fucking say it. Fun fact, I cheated. I fucking cheated on when I turned into a cleric.
Oh.
Fucking cheater. Also,
Yeah,
I'm back.
I fucking cheated my stats.
Yeah, because I said you could bump 2 up because
No, because I got the 2.
you were
got the both of them.
significantly weaker than everybody else in the party, so it was only fair.
I put 2 into strength, and then I had the. No, I think I put 1 or 2 into strength, and then I got the rest, and then I put the rest into wisdom because I had. So then I could have all of the proper stat block for cleric.
Steven, bad news. Well, actually, it depends on your opinion of news. It's not actually a bug cube, it's a bug sphere.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. There's a lot.
It works.
You're
Yeah,
just
it still works.
a bonk. Also, okay, wait, Steven. Just to be sure of the rules, you cannot redeem wild magic. If you waste your channel points on wild magic, I'm not going to count it. But
I know,
saying
I'm
that,
sad about it. But
everybody else in the
understandable.
party, if you want to fuck with Vander, you can redeem it for channel points. Anyway, I just want to leave that card on the table. That's Steven can't touch it,
That's only
but
400.
everybody else can.
Well, I can touch it during other streams.
Yeah, you
to
could touch
start
it.
this
You could
off
touch
with
it. You can. You can touch
You
it
can
like.
do it in the middle
Like,
of
it'd
an
be like
Ave
mid
Noir
combat
stream.
seems like a
You
fun
do it,
time.
yeah, do it during like a lore stream, and then watch me just go into a panic attack of going like fuck, and then I DM you rolling D100.
Next time me and Caleb are doing in character.
Oh yeah, we're like being intense and everything, like oh lore, and then it's just like I turn and look at the chat, and I'm like fuck, 1 second, gotta text Steven.
So,
How scared?
so
I want to know, how did you feel when I messaged you that just out of the blue?
Question.
It wasn't
anxiety?
you who requested it.
Someone else did.
Rafted, yeah. Rafted.
Caleb, how many?
God damn it, Liz.
How many can we have like stored up?
Raft, there he is! The second greatest bidder. There he is. He's in chat. Look, I spoke his name and he's here. What? Anyway, let's start.
Oh, look at the chat.
How many wild magic surges can we have like in reserve?
Roll a d100 for me, buddy. I mean, I'll try to do like a cap. Like I'll cap it if it seems too much. But like I think because of how this session is going to start, I'll cap it at 3.
Okay, so there's 2 right now. We have 1 more.
Hey, 84. I'm terrified.
Oh, okay, 84. Hold on 1 second. I gotta open up the.
God, oh, stop! You
It's
already
gonna be stacked
stop,
on
no,
top
that was the
of
last one. No, fuck, no, shut up. There's only 1 more. What, Steven, last one.
No, you.
Oh,
no,
is there,
it's
is
3.
there
No,
another
no.
one? Is there another
No,
one?
there's 3.
Yeah.
per
Oh
person.
no!
So
Oh,
I have
there's
to
3
roll
in a row plus the one
times
from
now.
last week. No, I'll do it this way. So roll them twice more. I'm gonna give it to Liz. Give it to Liz. Here we go. Roll it 2 more times.
Okay.
I might have to put up
That's
the
a
price.
13.
I might
Ooh.
move it to
13.
600. I might move it to 600. So
I
just
don't
saying.
even care. This is
And
the
then
only reason I
19.
got points.
Sorry, what was it?
19.
So 84, 13, and 19.
84, 13, and 19. Okay. 13 is another of the same thing I told you last time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's a good
Oh,
sound.
no.
And then, sorry, the other numbers were
84 and 19.
84. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And 19?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna have a weird morning, bud.
God, it was worth every single fucking channel point.
Beer.
Hold on. I'm gonna, hold on. I gotta, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Write it out. Write it all down.
You guys talk amongst yourselves for another minute. I have to do something.
I'm gonna turn something off in my room.
Wouldn't it be fun if I donated the rest of my 400 bits?
You could. I don't know what more you could possibly do to him. God, that's Raph. Just send in more bits in. Thank you, Raph. Thank you, Raph, for the 25 bits. We were just we were talking. Dante handed over, scoffed over some bits earlier. So I was mentioning that you. Wow! Stop it! Okay, I'm gonna like turn off accepting bits. Stop it!
It's a bidding war.
Stop it! Stop! Stop!
Wasn't it
Stop
hundreds?
it! Stop! Why are you giving me bits? I haven't even done anything yet. I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay, fuck
Caleb
it.
just
Everybody
accepts
roll a
the love.
d20 right now. Everybody roll a d20. 69
Everybody
funny
roll
numbers.
a d20?
Everybody roll a fucking d20 for me. I am.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
got a 4.
Okay.
18.
I got a 7.
6.
Why do I feel like
Hold
high is
on.
bad?
Hold on. What did you roll?
In order, Liz, go.
4, 6. Oh, fucking brain. So the lowest to highest is Pud, Piers, Raven, Vander. 4, 6, 7, and 18.
Oh, actually, that works very well.
Way to fucking ruin the single digits, Vander.
Yeah, dork. You,
Could have
use
been
a
one of the
luck
crew,
point.
man.
No,
Use a fucking luck point.
No. This works
don't
out
have
quite.
luck
This
points.
works out quite well.
Because you're a coward. And a
This works out
scoundrel.
quite well. You're right. Having a high number, is bad.
It's worse.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
Great. Let's start today, boys. Bonk. Anyway. How do I spend 50? 50,000 bits. No, Raph, please do not give me money. Please
Do
save
it.
your money. Raph, please save your money. Don't.
Do it.
Liz, I will strangle you. Don't.
Don't blame Liz.
Don't.
Liz is
I will fight
Liz
Liz.
is
Liz, you know I will fight you.
Why am I getting blamed for any of this?
Stop encouraging him. Stop it.
that was me, man.
Stop it. But Liz is in the Twitch chat. That's why I'm reading it. God.
Oh, I see. In the Twitch chat. Never mind.
Oh God.
No,
Raph,
that's a different person. That's a different person. Don't. The name is
Raph.
exactly the same, but don't pay attention to that. All right.
Okay.
Raph, do what you feel like would benefit you more.
Do it, Raph. I don't know who you are, but do it.
I don't even know what's happening. I'll be totally honest. Like I don't even know what
You're
bits
getting
do.
affection. Deal
I don't
with
know
it,
what
Caleb.
they do. Stop. Okay, Raph.
It's
Raph,
like a
Raph,
it's like a
Raph,
minuscule amount of
seriously,
money.
Raph, seriously, do not spend your money. You should keep it for yourself. I really appreciate all the donations so far. Like it's very kind. Both of you. How many ahead is? I don't know. I'm not. A million.
202.
No. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! No! Stop!
Oh,
Stop!
402.
Stop!
$10,000 worth. Yeah, no.
Hey,
That's all
all
of
of
it.
the money.
Guys, I just want to start D&D. Can we stop
So you can
gifting
start.
bits?
Oh yeah, I guess you can do that too. I guess.
We can start
While we're
D&D.
here. While we're here.
Might as
While we're
well, you
here,
know.
we
It's,
might as well,
it's
you
here.
know. Oh dear. All right.
What's D&D? I only know chaos.
So
Chaos.
we've got
My favorite.
a handful of shit.
That's a phrase.
Drink.
No, bad. I
don't
don't
have a
need that
water
in my head
bottle.
right now.
I don't have. Okay, hold on. Entertain the chat. I'm gonna go get a water bottle.
Okay, me too. Some cup.
Hi,
No.
chat. Welcome to chaos. We're lucky
That was-
to have such
was
a
the-
wonderful chat to witness me get fucking murdered by Caleb.
I lied.
You're not
I have
gonna
it right
die. That's gonna
Go,
be too
go.
easy, buddy.
Shout out to the chat.
No, but I know what two of them are, and I don't know the other two.
Here. Yes.
At the
you
very
do know
least,
what-
you'll suffer.
I did tell you, because you were
Which
like,
is what
oh
was
no, I
indicated.
don't know if that's a good or bad thing, and then I just told you what was the effect that was happening, and now that that's happening twice, my plan has changed. But
Oh no.
I think it might be for our benefit.
Okay.
Oh no. Wait,
and
our benefit?
My
Do you mean
benefit.
your
Benefit?
benefit?
My benefit, yes. Okay, thank
Your
you.
benefit.
That is
We'll
a
make
very
it work.
distinct
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's
I was
okay.
gonna
It's
say,
okay. I think this is
it's-
gonna be. I think this is gonna be fun. I think this is gonna be great fun.
my benefit is very
You know
different
what?
from your benefit, Caleb.
Well, listen, it's fine. Oh my
Oh,
god.
to be fair, isn't your benefit just like torturing Caleb?
Well,
That's true. That's very true.
No, that's just true. There's no. Yeah.
And this could still be fine. Fingers crossed.
Probably.
okay.
What's
So,
the worst that could happen?
After the events of last night, the four of you stumble your way, taxidermy duck in hand, back to a small inn. It's late at night, and you all kind of settle down in your own rooms, tired, covered in blood and soot, and just kind of damp from like the snow that was like slowly falling outside. As you all kind of come, curl in and lay down, is there anything anybody would like to do before they go to bed?
Yes.
I'm looking directly at you, because you're the only one.
Yes. As he's like, as Piers is like probably getting out of the shower, like drying and like putting his shit away, he pulls out the sending stone for a second and kind of just paces around the room for a bit and breathes in, just real deep, and tries to call Spark on it.
Oh. Oh. I have to read what sending stones do.
Your call cannot reach this person. We
know, I have to
apologize
see,
for any inconvenience.
See, this is the thing. He's doing this even
Caller
if
is
it
out in
doesn't.
your general. He's
Like
out in
if
your general
he doesn't
area.
know if it's gonna go through or if he even can where she is right now, but he's just going to do it.
I just need to see something, because this will change. Because it casts spend. Hold on. I need to see. I need to see this. 'Cause even other planes of existence. It would work.
Yo,
Okay.
Vari, what the fuck are you doing right now? You're in the middle of an
Screaming! Vari is doing Eldritch right now. She can't come in.
She can't come in! But
She can't.
technically, sending
I'm
stones
doing
work
this.
across
This
plane.
is for a fact. I know that Vari was going to be doing this. I don't care if I get a message back today or like 5 months from now. I'm just doing it.
I'm gonna. I would
And-
like you to. Well, first of all, say what you tell her.
Is it 20? Okay, is it 25 words or are
It's
we?
25.
we
Well, no, you're because you have the stones. I let it be a little bit more wonky, so it's not just 25 words because it's kind of more like a cell phone. So like your first sentence is like 25 words, and then they don't need to immediately respond for you to continue to say more. So it's like 25 words at a time, but with like a pause.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like, it's more like a walkie-talkie. You know, than a cell phone.
Yeah, no.
That's why they are the Rocky Talkies. No,
Yeah,
it would. It
Yeah,
would.
no, he
It would
just-
go through, which is.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you say? What do you say to Spark?
He just sits at the edge of his bed and just breathes in and says, "Hey, Spark, I don't know if you're getting this, but I hope you're alright. We've had a rough or not an eventful week or so. We fought the White Dragon, freed Zomri. We went and found people that hurt Pud, and it happened to me again. Whatever it is, but I hurt someone really badly, and I almost hurt Raven and Alice. Wherever you are, I hope you're alright. And he just ends it and lies down.
Can you type that now? Can you type that message out as well? And add Vari in the server. Just to see if we get a response. Probably not right now. But
yeah.
I'll just say, like, if you're sending a spell over planes, there's probably more delay. There's a little bit more delay.
Okay.
So we'll get to that when we get there.
What did you just say, Liz? Did you? Or you said something and then Caleb cut you off.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I just as you were saying, and I typed out the message and sent it to Vari.
Okay,
okay, perfect. Did you just like add her in chat?
No, I just DM'd her.
DM.
Just DM. Perfect.
Yeah,
Aww,
and then you just...
No, because technically, that's why I was like, oh, it's sending. And I was like, I don't know if it works across planes. And so I went and I checked.
Okay, weird example, but Unexpectables have used, it's depending on how you want to do it, they have done it in the realm of distortion and are doing it in elemental plane.
Because sending works cross-plane. And I just had to make sure because Spark's not currently on the mortal plane. So that's it. I had to check that. I'm sorry, but no, that's so sweet. Anyway,
yeah, he just puts it back in his pocket or whatever and goes to lie down.
Who do I want to start with? Put in peers, roll competitive D20 rolls. Whoever gets the higher, I'll go first. Gets to go first.
Ayo, what's good? It's a 9.
18.
Okay, well, I think we know who's going first. Okay. I thought that's fine. This is why I was like, I don't know. It doesn't matter in order which one we get to go first.
You just couldn't decide.
I just couldn't decide. It doesn't matter. As you kind of lay down after you send the message, you feel like the message went through. There wasn't any like static or anything to make you feel like it didn't go through. So you're pretty confident that Spark will either get it or hopefully respond in the next little while. But as you kind of drift off into sleep, you open your eyes once again, and around you, you see this vast expanse of red sand. There's like the sandstorm is just swirling around you. You hear the rush of wind, like just pushing past your ear. You kind of have to squint just to make sure the sand just doesn't get in your eye. But you're here again.
You're gonna just walk forward any direction, see if you can find something.
All right. Make a perception check. I'll say perception or survival.
Those are literally the same fucking thing.
Never mind then.
Yeah, they're literally the same thing when I'm gonna say perception.
Sure.
9.
It's really strong winds. You can't exactly see anything as you're kind of looking around. You remember last time there was that form that turned around and was your father, but you don't see anybody this time. And as you turn and look, you hear off in the distance this sort of rumbling, sort of roll of thunder. This sort of deep growl of like a storm. And you kind of hear it, so you turn to face it. And you see this large crash as lightning hits the ground, and you see the spark of fire begin to burn, maybe 70 or so like meters off.
Yeah. Can I just run towards that?
Yeah, you turn into a sprint, running towards the flames. As you run towards them, you realize the flames are spreading amongst the ground. And as you approach, the fire almost like burning and heating up as you luckily have the resistance to it as you begin to kind of look around through it. And you kind of like look amongst the flames, and you see just cresting over the flames another figure. Like on the opposite end, almost like it has created a wall in front of you, but there's a figure on the other side. Tall and horned, once again.
It's on the other side of the
It's on the other side of the fire. Its back is facing you.
Is there a way to go around the fire, or am I just gonna have to go through it?
It seems pretty wide for each side. You could try and go around it, but you don't know how far it has spread at this point.
No, there's no. Can I? Yeah, probably isn't. Can I attempt to use? No, he's just gonna run straight through it and try to get to the other side.
Make a Constitution save for me.
9 again.
9. As you push your way through the fire, you feel the burning kind of. It's not burning your skin as much as it feels like the flames kind of burn within you. It's like this pain that you feel sort of pulsing down your muscles as you are kind of forcing your way through the fire. It doesn't physically hurt, but you feel this sort of pulsing soreness as you push your way towards the through the flames. And as you push your way onto the other side, you reach a hand through, and looking behind you, the flames turn this bright blue. A fire you recognize. It's something you normally cast. And as you reach your hand out, what do?
Am I on the other side, or is it just my arm?
You've made it. No, you've made it through.
I did whatever the being is.
Humanoid?
Like how? Yeah.
Probably a little bit taller than you, but not by much.
Right. Where am I? Who are you?
You open your mouth trying to say these words, but no words come out. And you look down into your hand, and in your hand is the sword. The longsword. One you use all the time. In your hand. And you see the tip of it dripping with blood. And you glance back up once again. And the figure, still standing back not facing you, has a hole gaping in its chest.
Yeah, remembering what happened last time, can you walk around to see it? To see the face and not?
Yeah, you walk around. You turn and you walk around it. And you see not your father, but Rex. And he's standing there with like this smile. His eyes are closed. And you could see like the little grains of sand beginning to kind of sort of stick to like parts of his hair. And he just has this very content smile on his face.
What?
And you see as Rex slowly begins to move, as he sort of pushes away part of his coat, and you see a sword in a holt on his side as he reaches for it and just slowly draws it with this sort of smooth elegance to his movements.
He Piers immediately gets into a stance and tries to bring the shield out.
You try to bring the shield out, and with a bam, it's there. Roll initiative.
I want to. This heavy breathing is completely in character.
Do I have? Oh, sorry. I'm using a new playlist. I'm looking for
Okay.
some
I
good fighting
didn't realize
music.
I didn't have music on either.
No. I had some music on. I'm just trying to find
I
fighting
know.
music
I forgot.
because I don't actually have.
Final Fantasy.
Do we have any good ones? I could just turn on the ones I normally use.
god, that's very simple.
There, we'll do this one. Roll for initiative. What did you get?
8.
8. Okay. Rex is going first.
Figures.
I'm sorry. I have to move some things out of the way first because...
Now I'm trying to figure out if he's gonna be a dexterity or a strength-based
You'll see.
hunter.
You will see.
I'll see.
Won't ya? Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Rex is going again, and he's just going in for a straight attack against you. As he just goes in, and you see he has what he's using like a short sword. As you see I believe it's a short sword. As he pulls it from its side, and he's only has one, as he's just going in, and he's going in straight for an attack on you. That's a 17. I do not believe that hits.
No, that does not.
Not hit. All right. He's going in. He's going in for a second attack then. Nope. That also. Wow. Sorry, my dice are just rolling crap today. That's fine. He goes in for his 2 strikes. And you see him stand there. And you watch as he sort of like, kind of like does like a secondary movement with his sword, and you watch as the sand almost seems to curl up to follow his blade. He doesn't hit you, but you, as you see him attacking, the sands almost seem to kind of follow his blade. Your turn.
Nothing fancy. He's just gonna go for a strike.
Okay.
23.
That does hit.
11.
All right.
And second attack. 10. I don't believe that'll hit.
10 does not hit. You manage to do a solid strike with your sword at first, as you kind of like cut into his shoulder, and you watch his body begin to kind of turn into sand and dust. And for a second, you're afraid he's gonna blow away like your father did. But the sand sort of pulls itself back together, as you see his arm kind of reform as he goes in, and he's just going in straight for a strike against you.
I still have a third attack.
Oh right, I forgot you leveled up. Go again.
Yep.
It's fine. No, I'm getting used to it now.
Yeah, no, this time I will attempt to use the same thing back at the match, and he smacks the sword against the ground like a tuning fork and lets the blade begin to vibrate and be sheathed in thunderous energy.
Cool.
Natural 1, 8.
Nope. Actually, roll me another flat d20.
Okay. Why does fucking D&D be 6?
6.
Fucking auto
Yes,
puts them on.
as you go in for the strike with the thunderous blade, you go in and you manage to swipe down, and you swipe, but Rex is too slim, as he kind of just almost in like this weird dance kind of goes behind you and like points his sword towards you as like your sword hits the ground. Roll the booming blade damage.
I need to double check if that's... Okay, it's still 2d8.
Yep.
6.
All right. Yeah. As you kind of boom, you watch as the thunder kind of radiates over the ground around your feet. You see like the sand kind of pulse up, almost like the sort of like circular motion around you where the blade hit the ground. That's your 3 attacks, right? So now it's his turn.
Yep.
He's going to. He's got to hit you first, so he's gonna try to hit you. That's a natural 20.
Cool.
Cool. That's not. It's fine. Hey, dream battles. Very fun. Yep. It's only a d6. That's a short sword. Cool. Yeah, you watch it as he dances behind you, and he kind of almost does like this sort of cut that goes like up from almost up from like your tail, but up to your neck. As that'll be 6 points of damage to you.
That was his double damage? Holy shit.
sorry, wait, hold on. I didn't roll
Yeah.
double damage, that's why.
Yeah, no, I was like,
rolled
holy shit,
I
he
rolled
did
a
bad.
1 + 5, and then I was like, wait, I get to double that.
But,
Yay!
oh, yeah, holy shit.
Okay, add another 10 points of damage onto that. Sorry,
Okay,
that was me forgetting
was
that I
like,
rolled a
Jesus
natural
Christ,
20.
I feel bad.
I just forgot I rolled the natural 20 there. That's fine. No, that's fine. Add another 10 points on top of that.
Yeah, 16, I got it.
Yeah, there you go. 16 points of damage in total, as he sort of cuts up your back. But then you feel this sort of pulsing, sort of like your blood is almost fighting against you. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Natural 1, 7.
Cool. You feel all of your muscles begin to pull, sort of force themselves together until you kind of feel your head kind of just fall forward, trying to find control of your body again. And you see he leans in and looks over your shoulder, and then he just has this very gentle smile on his face, and you hear within your mind, his mouth doesn't move, but you hear, "Give in." He's going to go around for a second attack now with advantage because you were paralyzed. Or, you're stunned, not paralyzed.
Okay.
That's the wrong thing. Paralyzation was what we had to do with the last fight. This is different. So that's a 26.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, that kind of hurts. That's another 12 points of damage to you. Bonk. As he just once again slices around your back. And because you're saying he gets 2 more attacks against you. And he's also going to, and you actually see it's now he kind of you see him kind of pull the blade across his forearm this time, as he's gonna go again. He's gonna forcibly double that damage. Go for it. All right, so that is 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now my rolls are coming up. There we go. So that's 23 points of damage in total.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm past the threshold.
Perfect. Do you give in?
You'll try not to.
Okay, make a wisdom save.
9.
You try to hold it off. You really do. You stand there for a while as your muscles are kind of forced into this locking hold as you just see the well-dressed thief of Rex in front of you. And you hear him in your voice once again. Give in. And you do. You feel your muscles relax. As you feel that pain, that soreness in your bones kind of just sort of relax. As you feel kind of this burning fire within your chest. But you feel like you can breathe. Like the sands aren't trying to get in your mouth now as you kind of just slowly breathe. And you look back up to Rex, just for a brief moment. And you see him smile, and then step backwards through the fire. And the fire extinguishes. So anyway, let's talk to Saloon now.
Yay!
I'm not sure how to transition that very well, but I'm trying.
That's fine.
Dude, imagine getting beat up in your own dream. It's no offense. Actually, yes, offense. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
Dude, imagine getting beat up in a dream by Tanari's dad.
I literally rolled a natural 1 and a 2 in the beginning, and then after that I started rolling better, and I was like, finally I get to do my good hits in. It was it was embarrassing. I was like, really? This how we're starting the night? And apparently I just had to warm it up, warm up the dice. Really get in there, But Pud.
Yeah.
As you find yourself curled up in bed, you find yourself slowly falling asleep. And I think you, out of all people, needed a good night's rest after what happened.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And but as you find yourself drifting off into your dreamlike state, you kind of open your eyes and you recognize the soft white field. You've been here many, many, many times before. It's been a while, actually, like quite a while. Because the last time you heard of Saloon, she was kind of missing, and that's the whole reason why Spark had to, leave.
Mm-hmm.
But you're here. And as you slowly come to and sit up, you hear... Well, that was certainly something.
Oh, I know, right? Like, I did not expect that to go as well as it did.
You really got him. I mean, I didn't even expect it.
Well, that's because the moon,
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Oh, I know. No, it was really well. I've never seen anything like it before. You always astonish me, Pud. And you see...
I can't tell if you're saying that as a compliment.
I'd say it's a compliment.
Your hesitation says enough. It's okay.
It's a compliment. Well.
Saloon, I love you very dearly. You don't have to lie to me. All right? It's okay.
It's been a rough few months, Pud.
I mean, yeah. Also, that lich was like weirdly... Was it a lich? I think it was a lich.
Yeah. Oh, it was a lich.
All right, good. Just check. It was starting to like corrupt my mind. Does that happen with most cursed items when you wear them for a while?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't think you knew it was cursed when you put it on, but I mean, that's what makes it fun.
That is true. I haven't actually been like... I'll be honest. That whole like lich kind of infiltrated my mind, and I haven't been able to think properly. As much as I normally do,
That's fair. Well, hopefully, I'm here to clear your mind if you have anything on your mind.
Yes. Excuse me, why was... you might not know this, but, well, there's multiple... we'll be here for a little bit. So, first things first. Why were their bodies fully decayed? And I only been gone like a year. It's... Even in the winter, it shouldn't decay that quickly.
You see Saloon's face get a little bit somber, and she kind of shakes her head. It hasn't been a year, Pud.
Am I not 4? Am I 5? And then after 5 comes 6, and after 6 comes 8, and then after 8 comes 2. I know my numbers. Raven taught me.
Yeah. Well, you're getting better. It's better when you didn't know... Alright, it's better than when you didn't know any of them,
I guess. But you say that like I've been out a while. I mean...
Do you remember when you woke up, Pud?
Yes. My head hurt and I was stupid. And... yeah, that's about it. I mean... I was out for like a day. That's what I thought, at least. Day, 2 days? 3 days, maybe?
You weren't knocked unconscious. I mean, you were knocked unconscious, but it wasn't exactly my doing that time.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was me. No, you don't get it. It was me. I did that. I did it that time. That was me. It was self-inflicted, essentially.
Well, I mean, you also weren't always, stupid. I don't like using that word. It seems so mean. But
oh, I am one dumb bitch. you don't gotta mince words.
Oh, well. But it's been years. And
How, like, 2, 3,
10?
4, 10. How old am I?
You see Celine kind of looked at her hands, begin counting on her fingers. Probably like 11 or 12.
Yeah. Oh, I learned something else. Apparently, like the kobolds with wings, they live much longer than normal kobolds.
Of course they do.
Yeah, so I think I lived to like 400 or something. I don't know.
I mean, normal kobolds can also live to like 200, but they don't usually make it that long due to like other circumstances. But you know, I mean, you've got a whole party of friends to help you. You know, you're very smart, so I believe you'll make it up there. And then when 400 comes around, then you can come and join me.
Well, I mean, I might just die before that. They're saying, you know.
Well, let's hope not.
I mean, it could happen. It's just. I am quite tired of all this.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love them very much. I love adventuring with them. But God damn it, it is a lot. Like I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Place to just relax a little bit.
Well, I would, but I need to heal them. I need to help them.
That's true.
Because if I don't, I mean, you should, like, that last fight. I was super helpful. I did a lot of things. I did a lot. Don't
Yes, you
look
did.
back at the don't look back at the memories.
No, I will not. I believe you. I was kind of there, you know. I saw the whole thing. You did a lot.
Are you like gone? Like why did you leave? Why did Spark leave then?
I had some things to attend to. Oh, I actually met Spark. She's doing great, by the way. She's like really strong and stuff. She's doing really well. But
Does she still have the gun?
She does still have the gun. Yeah. She showed it to me. She said she used it to like shoot somebody. I think
Nice.
it was that guy that was like at the mountain a while ago. You know, he turned into the dragon. Yeah, it was that guy.
Oh, that douchebag.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Okay, good.
She told me about that. And then, you know, I kind of gave in and said I would go back, and here I am. But, you know, it's always fun to explore, like a little bit.
It's nice to have you back.
I'm glad to be back. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon, unless, you know, the Raven Queen needs me elsewhere, but, you know.
Yeah. So what's up with you?
Not a lot. But I wanted to ask you something, Pud.
Yes, I will go out with you.
That was well, we can arrange something later, but
Oh yeah.
we first of all, I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
What are you going to do now?
Well, pretty sure I'm gonna wake up and make some breakfast. Something like an omelet or something, you know?
But I mean, longer term. What do you want to do? Who do you want to become?
I don't know. I just kind of exist every day. And then, like, you know how it is. You wake up, you're like, oh, today's the day, and then you experience it, and then you go to bed, and nothing really happens. I don't know who I want to be.
maybe you should figure out who this new Pud will be. I mean, now that you've kind of cleaned up the whole, those guys' situation, what's your next big personal mission? You know I'm going to be there to support you no matter what you do.
You're saying this as if you're gonna give me a mission.
Not yet. But...
I mean, I don't know what I want to do.
I mean, there's still a threat out there,
Which threat? There's a lot. I mean,
There's
honestly, I am very surprised this world has survived as long as it has. It is in jeopardy maybe every other, week.
It wasn't always this way, You guys just came into existence and, well, what I would normally say was a bad time, but I think with you guys and your party, I think it might be the best time. I think if the world needed heroes like you guys, I think now is the greatest time.
Pud's gonna give her a really toothy smile, and then as he does so, a few of his teeth fall out. And kind of just doing.
I mean, don't worry, that happens all the time.
Oh, okay. They coming in with new canines or something? I don't.
Oh, somewhat.
Did you get hit really hard? Do you need help?
No,
Do you want me to?
no.
She reaches out a hand to
No, no.
I'm gonna pick them up.
So, back in my tribe, we actually use teeth as a way of measuring age. Because the more teeth you had lost, the longer you lived, if that makes sense.
That does
So
make
I
sense.
am... Yes. Hey,
What's that over there? I'm gonna point behind her.
So look over her shoulder.
I want to try one of the teeth. What's it taste like?
You're just gonna eat it, or are you just licking
I'm
it?
gonna eat it. Well, I'm gonna lick it and then swallow it.
It's bony and kind of gross, and it's hard to swallow because it's straight bone. Saloon just kind of giggles as she looks back at you. When you wake up, I'm gonna make sure that there's some really nice things in the kitchen.
You
can make a really nice breakfast for you and your friends.
I am pretty sure we are also just at a kind of bar or inn, so I feel like they might be confused if a small child just breaks into their kitchen.
You'll see. I've got a plan.
Knowing you, it both terrifies me and I trust you completely.
You see, she just got this little childish smile on her face as she leans down and gives you a little smooch on the forehead. She says, "All right, I'll see you in a little bit then."
Ooh, wait.
Can I try to make a dexterity? I don't know what I want to try to make a small little necklace out of using the grass here, some long grass and one of the teeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be just dexterity.
Oh, please do well. It's a 15.
15. It's a pretty well made necklace. It's maybe not the sturdiest, not the most elegant in design, but it's a necklace nonetheless.
All right, if it breaks, you can just make another one. All right.
And I'm gonna put it around Salem's neck.
She kind of gently holds your little tooth to her chest, kind of.
Oh, wait! It looks wait! It looks good. Do a twirl.
Okay. She kind of stands up.
Oh shit! Oh, you look great. Oh, kill it.
All right, Pud. I think you should wake up now. And with that, Pud, you kind of wake up, and your eyes are open. But it's still dark out.
I'm gonna...
Vander.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Sorry, is there something you wanted to do quickly?
I just want to go to the kitchen.
Okay. We'll get to that then. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it when we get to it.
We'll get to it. Vander, is there anything you did before going to bed? It was just kind of, you just laid down.
Before going to bed, I have been missing Fluffy for a while now, so I would have brought Fluffy back.
Alright, yeah, easy enough. You easily summon Fluffy back. And Fluffy kind of curls up on the bed with you as you fall asleep. And Vander, as you're sleeping, maybe it's because you're not used to sleeping in such lush beds or something, but you're not able to really get to that sort of very deep sleep that you're used to. And as you're kind of like tossing and turning, and Fluffy's moving to try to be in between your legs every now and then, or patting at your feet as cats tend to do. But Vander, you don't know what time it is. It's sometime, maybe early morning, late at night. You hear your door kind of open. And you hear just the creaking of just footsteps entering your room.
I'm gonna look to see what it is.
Yeah, you roll over and you turn to look at the doorway. And you see Piers standing in the doorway, eyes wide open and glowing red. In hand is his sword. As he slowly approaches your bed with these heavy footsteps, one to another, as he raises up his sword. He's gonna go down to attack. What do you do?
So it's very obvious that he's about to attack me, right?
Oh, yeah, fairly. He's raising his sword.
I'm...
Fucking look terrifying if he's just silhouetted and all you see is the eyes and the fucking veins crawling down his face.
That's practically what it is, yeah.
God, that's fucking terrifying.
You're not here right now. You're having a great night's sleep.
Oh yeah, by the way, I've already messaged back, so I need to...
Okay, well, we'll get to that when everybody wakes up.
We'll do that in the morning.
Yeah, we'll do that in the morning, yeah.
So I have not recovered my spell slots, is that correct?
Not yet, because you haven't had a full rest.
Okay, well that puts me in danger. That puts me in danger.
You have the sword that he gave you?
You see your staff, Vander. You kind of glance, you see your staff glowing, the sort of green gem at the top is kind of crackling. For some reason. You're not sure. Last time you saw it do that, something bad happened. But you know that doesn't take spell slots.
I'm gonna grab it.
Mm-hmm. Vander, you see Piers raising the sword as it's going to come down at you. You roll over and grab your staff, and almost in with one motion, you kind of swipe it at him, trying to see if you can maybe bog him with it or something. And you see, as the sword comes down against the bed, it kind of tears into the sheets, just missing you barely. And as you see this pulse of green radiate from the staff, it sort of expands outward, and Piers is still there. Something happened, you don't know what. And Piers is picking up his sword. Once again, it almost looks like his muscles are heavy. As the what?
It would summon back. You wouldn't. He's too good to fucking just pick it up.
Well, I mean, it was just in the. He's never really let go of it. He just kind of pulled it out.
Okay, no, I thought he dropped it.
No, he didn't drop it. It
was just in
the bed, and he just pulled it back out. No. Listen, I know Piers enough. Also, you're not in control. Shut up. Let me control your zombified body. But you see him going in once again for another strike down at you.
Yes, please, you don't have to do this.
As he goes down to strike at you once again. What's your AC?
My AC, 12.
12.
Jesus.
Okay. You see, as you kind of like reach up your staff as it kind of like clashes with the sword, and you close your eyes for a moment, hoping that like everything would be you just like you kind of close your eyes, flinching, as you kind of look back and Pierce is just gone. You're in this room alone. It's dark outside. Pierce is nowhere to be seen. And then you hear a door open and a little pitter-patter, 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 pitter-patter as Pud has left his room. And Pud, you kind of like walk down the hall as you see Vander's door is wide open.
Oh.
And you also see, Pud, with your passive perception, you would see sand on the floor.
Oh, Jesus.
Not common in Ossuary.
I will kind of lean my head in to like the edge of the door.
Hey, is everything good in here? Is everything good?
He has just attacked me.
He's been doing that a lot, huh? Is that your sand?
No?
Dibs.
And I'm just gonna take this sand and put it into a pocket.
Yeah, you just
Actual pocket
add a
sand.
pocket full of sand to
Yes.
your inventory. Just a pocket full of sand. It's just sand.
I'm gonna head downstairs. You wanna give me something to eat? I can make you something.
Yeah. And I'm gonna follow.
Alright. And as the two of you are heading downstairs, something's wrong. Both of you feel that. As Vander, like, you almost feel like you're not actually walking on, like, the quality of flooring that you're... Like, you're walking on a wooden floor, but it feels so much softer, like mossier. Something that you're much more familiar with, but still, it's strange and unusual. And you look over to Pud, and Pud's gone.
Do I see this fucking idiot? Or did he just poof away?
Pud, you're still there. You're still looking at Vander. Vander's
Okay.
still walking with you. For what you know, he's still following you.
Cool. I'm gonna hold his hand.
Cool,
I'm
you
gonna
hold his
strike.
hand. Yeah,
Then
Vander,
dragon bite spirit.
as you're kind of there, your eyes kind of glaze over, and you kind of looking around, and you just see this large forest surrounding you. After a certain point, it just turns into this gray fog, so you can only see up to a very short distance around you, but you see the mossy trees and the sort of the grass beneath your feet. It's familiar, but you're not sure how you got here. And then you feel a tight squeezing around your hand, and you realize, oh, you're just seeing things. Pud is actually there.
So, what do you want? What are you in the mood
You can't
for?
hear Pud.
All right. I can work with that. All right. I want something like
Vander.
sweeter, or like, how about blink once for sweet, blink twice for savory.
Vander, you see very off in like the distance, kind of beneath the fog, you just see this light beginning to pulse farther away in the distance. And it just begins to, like, does this so pulsing blink. It's like this yellowish light you see far off in the distance. You recognize this place, Vander. You've lived here all your life. You don't know how you got here, and you also know that you're not here because you could feel Pud holding your hand. What do you do?
I'm gonna take off towards the light.
Pud, you watch as Vander just starts to make a full run towards the wall. Vander, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yay! I'm so good at those.
I'm gonna like let go of his hand and just like sit there because I gotta let him get it out of his system.
17 dex save.
Nice, 17 dex save. Yeah, Vander, you managed to run and you managed to just like basically hit the wall by hitting like your arm first before like crashing your forehead against the wall. Kind of like hold it there for a second, and then you kind of like close your eyes and shake your head, just try to come to consciousness, and you feel refreshed all of the sudden. But for 10 seconds, you just couldn't see, and you were only able to see into the other, your home realm. That's one magic effect down. Oh, sorry. Two magic effects down.
Why the fuck? I swear I'm the one.
1, 2, 3, and then we have the last one. Great. Okay, perfect.
Great.
I'm just waiting for that one to come up naturally. That's fine.
You're good, bud.
Basically, Vander, you have the equivalent of long rest now.
I'm gonna just hold his hand now. If he's.
Are you done, like, making out the wall?
Pud, I was home.
Oh.
Home, but where I grew up.
Where's your home? Actually, you know what? Let's talk over food, alright? Because you seem to be pretty shaken right now. Like, understandably, because you did just run into a wall, like, face, arm, do you want... Point is, just... Come on, follow me.
I'm gonna take his hand and I'm gonna lead him downstairs to the kitchen. And then gesture like a seat in the kitchen, just like a random chair or something. I might have to drag something in from the bar, but I accept it.
All right. Fair enough. You kind of look around, and the bar and kitchen area is closed at this time. You know, nothing is really opened yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna actually get a 3rd level enhance ability, so both of us have dexterity saving or dexterity advantage for all dexterity checks.
All right.
So we.
All right. So what's up, bud?
I don't know. There was fog and a blinking light. It was where I grew up, but I could still feel you. Just couldn't see you.
So you, like, saw your home? Do you want... Is your home a different, like, plane of existence?
That's what I believe to be the case.
You want to test that theory?
How?
Vibe check.
I would like to vibe check Vander, please.
Yeah, go for it. Insight check.
I'm gonna need Vander. I'm gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma.
Wait.
Can I choose to fail?
Yes.
Sure. Cool. I cast banishment. You get vibe checked. You're fucking away in the vibe dimension.
Roll
Actually,
me another D100, Vander. This is what we agreed on when we created your character, remember?
No, I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember.
Because
I remember that we agreed on something, but I don't remember exactly what.
Okay, we just...
66.
66. One moment, please. Okay. Pud, make a wisdom saving throw.
Great. Love that.
And also Vander, I guess.
You said wisdom save?
Yep.
God damn it, I have +9. I got 11. I rolled a natural 2.
Nice.
And D20. I also have a +9 to that. I got a 16.
Vander passes, Pud fails. Pud, you are turned into a cat for the next hour.
Cool. Well, I'm guessing that also does break my concentration, so he immediately appears back in the kitchen. I am just a cat.
No, Vander was never banished. The spell didn't seem to take like it normally does. Instead, you cast the spell banishment. You felt it take hold as Vander just let you banish him back. And Vander, you tried to see into your home plane once again, and there was nothing. You didn't see anything except for this flash of green light from your staff, and suddenly you open your eyes and Pud's a cat. Pud, what kind of cat are you?
Can I be like one of those hairless Egyptian cats?
Yes.
Nice.
Like very, just skin.
Yep, just skin.
Fluffy's gonna go to groom Pud's fur and then be very confused at the lack of fur.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Can I try to stand on my hind legs?
Yep.
So
you managed to. You're a little bit. Make a dexterity check with a cat modifier.
Oh, great! What?
I do have cat. That's up.
Yep.
If the page loads. So dexterity, you have a +2.
Gotcha. Thank you. That's a 9. I just want to get back to the same height I was before.
A 9. You managed to do it for a little bit, but it's a little too. You're not as off center as you're a little like off balance as you kind of tumble back to your onto 4 legs afterwards. But begins to cough up a hairball.
Yeah, no, I am. It's. I mean,
It's the tooth you tried eating.
No, it's like it's a full hairball, but like I don't have any fur.
That's just disturbing.
You just kind of like puke. It's like you puke up like those leftover like that tooth that you tried to eat in your dream just like lands on the table.
Oh my! Was I missing the teeth in real life as well?
Yes.
Okay. It's just a tooth surrounded by. It's the tooth in a hairball. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like a tooth in a hairball. As Vander, you look at that. It's gross
Like
and it's like on the bar table. Yeah, it really is. But as morning kind of comes to you all, you're able to wake up. Except for Piers and Raven. I mean, actually, you're the only two who really aren't awake. I think we'll start with Raven for this one. Sorry.
I went first at the beginning.
That's totally fair.
That's fine.
Raven, as you kind of wake up, you expect to kind of be in your very comfortable bed. As you kind of like stretch out your arms and you kind of roll over and you see the bluish gray skin of Alice sort of sleeping beside you. And then you realize you're outside.
Huh?
And you kind of sort of open your eyes and look around for a moment. And you're in the middle of a forest. Alice is still sleeping peacefully beside you, but it's not snowy.
Do I recognize like anything? Landmarks or
make a survival check?
Oh, okay. Survival. That's not so bad. What is my survival? Let me get my mouse to work. Okay. So. It'll be a 15.
You do recognize what kind of forest this is. You haven't been to this. Wherever you are, you don't know where you are. But these aren't the sort of large pine trees of Vahara that you've seen, or the tropical sort of palm trees that cover Tanso. These are the more sort of wild mid-grown oak trees and birch that surround you, and maple trees and such like that. It's much more. It's much more lush and flat. And you kind of think for a moment of where have you seen terrain like this before? And then you remember the woods. The woods on Cryos.
Yes. I'm gonna wake Alos up.
Yeah, you shake him awake and he just kind of goes,
Hey,
good
I
morning."
don't mean to freak you out, but we're not where we're supposed to be.
You actually see that Alice kind of comes to and looks around, and he kind of squints at the bright light for a moment and looks around and he goes, "Oh,
Mhm.
no, this is where how did we get where are we? How did we get here?"
I don't know. I don't see the others.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Maybe they're nearby. We should.
I don't.
And Raven, you pat down your person, you realize you're armored. You've got your
Huh?
armor and your rapier on as well.
I could have sworn I took this off last night.
Yeah, you look at Ellis and he's wearing his sort of black plate armor. You're also both wearing your winter coats, and you realize it's the middle of July, and it is so warm outside.
Gosh. Okay. Gonna ditch the coat.
Yeah, and Alice is also doing the same as he kind of realizes what's going on, and he kind of just like ties it around his waist, and, like, doing like the waist cape thing that Piers always does.
Okay. Stick.
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 Right. You see Alice kind of scatters around. He kind of like picks up like a small tree stick, and they kind of holds
Not what I meant, buddy. Magic stick. It's what we travel with. I'm
magic
trying to
stick,
figure out.
Didn't Pud carry that?
Usually he's the one who carries it.
Okay. We just have to find.
Pud!
What?
Calling for Pud.
Oh, okay. You just start screaming into the forest.
Pretty much.
You scream, and you scream for a while, and you hear like birds fly off and such, but there's no response.
Do I have my Rocky Talkie?
Yeah, you pat around your person and you find the Rocky Talkie.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna get this sorted out. This is gonna be fine. I am going to message the rest of the party and see what the fuck is going on.
Okay, you could talk to one person at a time.
I'm gonna call Pud.
Okay, you call Pud.
Wow.
What?
You hear a off-put meow on the other side of the phone. As
How
actually
much longer? How long does this last for?
an hour. An
Alone.
hour.
Yeah, an hour.
As Vander, you're sitting there and you see a little walkie-talkie of Puds on the table, of when Pud was turned into a cat. Just begin to kind of like, you hear, Raven, what do you say?
Hey, where are you guys?
Vander.
We're still where we fell asleep.
And you didn't think that you didn't pull any pranks? No? Didn't ditch us in the middle of the woods? It was cute, but it's not funny
that I'm
anymore.
aware of?
Okay, is there anything that I could think of that may have caused this?
Make a history check, intelligence.
History? Sure. Boom. That is it's gonna be a 24.
Not that you're aware of. You know the magic stick does teleportation. Besides that, and you know it really has. It has a couple of flaws, but you know that you know how it works. You know that you all need to be touching, and if you guys were teleported solo, one of the two of you would have the stick. That's how it works. Besides that, you are not sure how you got here, besides some sort of magic teleportation.
Wonder if user is fucking with me. Okay, is there a way to contact, my patron?
I mean, you could just sit and try to ask him, meditate on it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, sit down. What are you trying to say?
Hey, did you do anything weird last night?
Make a check with your charisma modifier.
My charisma modifier?
D20 plus charisma.
You got it. 25.
25. You sit there quietly for a moment as Alice kind of sort of sits down beside you. He looks a little worried, but gently kind of just like places a hand on your knee, just trying to like comfort you a little bit. As you ask him, and you hear this voice kind of echo back in your mind going, "Why would I do anything?"
Look, I'm just trying to figure out how I got from one part and from one country to another without a teleportation stick.
Probably some sort of teleportation.
Yeah, no, I gathered that much. Thanks.
Do you know any of your friends that have teleportation magic?
Can paladins teleport?
Maybe.
Hmm. Hey, Alos. Can you teleport?
No.
Well, I can't teleport. And you can't teleport.
So, who teleported us? We're kind of lost in the woods right now, and,
Never getting to LA.
Thank you.
Well, I guess sitting here is not gonna help.
We should try
Let's just...
some sort of settlement, maybe? A town?
Probably a good idea.
I'll be honest, I wasn't really one for the woods, so I'm not familiar with this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm completely familiar with the woods. Yeah, great.
Let's just try and walk in one direction until we get out. Maybe?
Okay, I pick that direction.
Alright, and you begin to walk.
Let's go northeast.
Actually, roll me a survival check.
A survival check?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And which way are you trying to head?
We'll try going northeast.
Okay, roll me a survival check to see how accurate that is.
24.
24! You're going northeast.
Cool.
So you and Alos kind of pick up your things, take off your winter coats, and shove them into your bags as the two of you begin to march off in a northeastern direction, trekking your way alone through the large forest that takes up most of the western side of Cryos. Meanwhile, Piers. You feel like you had the most restful sleep of your life. As you slowly wake up, though, that sort of refreshed, cooling feeling kind of leaves your body as you realize you're just being flopped around. Like your hands are limply flopping in front of you, almost as if you're being carried.
Do I have my shit on me?
You just woke up. You're being carried, though.
Can I, like... What is carrying me?
You've turned to look, and looking down, there's just a large reptilian tail.
Huh. Oh. Neat.
What do you do?
Can I try to break out of it? Okay, two things. Can I break out of it, and am I at the same hit points from the dream?
No, you're back up to full rest.
Okay. Okay.
And yes, make a strength check.
If this is what's happening, what I think is happening, check or saving throw?
Check.
Yeah. 9 again.
Wow, it's a theme tonight.
I did refresh, I'll say that.
I need to check something quickly. Just quickly, because this is not character sheet I have open at the moment.
I swear to God,
Yep.
if this is who it is.
You try to push yourself. You try to
swear.
kick and push yourself off of this person, just like as you're like slowly coming to consciousness, and you hear this low grumbling noise. It's like, "Quiet there, Hellmouth."
Excuse. Hold on. What? Is that you?
He kind of, the sort of lizard folk kind of shakes his head. He kind of looks at you, seeing that you're now conscious enough. He just kind of turns and kind of sets you down on your feet. And in front of you is Sho. He's kind of wearing this sort of tired, almost like worn-in looking kind of like tunic, and like these sort of like thick brown trousers, and he kind of just goes, "Found you passed out in an alleyway. Don't know how the hell you got there."
I'm where I was in Ossery last. Where is this exactly? Is this home?
Are you... slow down. You seem a little frazzled. Listen, I thought you got drunk in an alleyway. I don't know how you came to town, but no, we're not at home anymore.
What?
Oh. He kind of gestures and you kind of look over and you see the ocean.
Okay.
And you see kind of just cresting off of like this sort of beach. You see like a large dock area where you can see a bunch of sailors already, like with their large ships beginning to sort of take off for like morning, fishing routine and whatever. But you see far off the beach, there's this large stone tower with a sort of like pulsing white crystal that just slowly rotates at the top of it. Welcome to Scryport.
Oh boy. This is... How did I get here? I'd
like to ask you the same question, bud. You wanna go get a drink?
Isn't it late? It's like fucking 9 in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it like the sun is rising. It appears to be morning. There's like carts coming out. It's like probably like 8 or 9 in the morning.
Okay. If I have all my winter shit on, he'll
yeah, you
he'll start taking
you
that
are
off.
covered in winter shit.
Yeah, no, he'll fucking take the coat, like take everything off. Just like quickly get back into his. Oh, that's better.
We got some fancy new armor there.
Yeah, it's a long story. Let's get something to eat.
Yeah, I know a place. They sell pretty good grub. You like fish and chips?
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, and he'll slowly begin to kind of slowly sort of saunter with you off into this small sort of like seaside bar. It's a bar. It's not like a restaurant. When he said you wanted fish and chips, he meant actual fish and actual chips in a chip bag. It's like fried fish, and it's actually pretty good and well seasoned. And then it's like baked potato as well, and it's
nice.
Yeah, no, he meant actual fish and chips.
Yeah, no, that. Okay, this. So, after Xanaharth attacked us.
Like I forget it.
Well, after you and Petra were in the coma, I were gonna. Mercury was one of the people on the front end. They, after we captured him, they wanted me to execute him, which I couldn't bring myself to. Actually, he would have seen the branding that I had scarred over.
I mean, you're wearing your chest plate.
Yeah, no, but when I was after I'd stripped everything off.
Oh, did you just like get naked in the street? Like I assumed you just took off your coat.
Well, no, he's still wearing like a fucking turtleneck and shit. He would have at least taken the shirt
So
off.
are you just gonna get naked in the street though?
Well,
At 9 a.m. in the morning, there's people walking around. Do you get naked?
He will leave the pants on even though they're layered and probably really uncomfortable. But he will take his armor off to take his shirt to take the sweater off.
You take the sweater off, and you put your armor back on and whatever. It's a little uncomfortable, but it'll do for now. But that's fine.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, I couldn't bring myself to actually do that, and went after I almost killed the captain. It was real close, but I just missed him, and I grabbed Mercury by the arm and ran as fast as we could, and I got him out of the kingdom with a scroll I stole off of someone, but that doesn't matter. But they had me for months torturing me, believing that I was kind of the traitor the entire time and a spy or something, but I mean, you know that's a lie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously. I remember, I found Mercury a little while after, Petra and I woke up. We agreed all to take separate boats, just to split us up because they were all looking for us, right? At that point, you weren't the only one that they were looking for. We took 3 separate boats, and after we departed off the coast, I haven't seen either of them in feels like years, but...
Unless Mercury went on vacation, he should be on Fahara.
Really? Oh.
I kind of own a tavern now.
Really? Wow. Businessman.
Yeah, my
I've just...
cousin gave it, it was my uncle's, I think, and it's a long story, but I own a business, I guess, now.
Alright. Well, I've, been out here. I decided to, retire. No more fighting swords or daggers.
You always said you were going to.
Well, I figured, I took the first boat I could get. I found myself, more on the northern coast of Patola here. Made my way,
Wait, Patola?
Yeah, made my way towards the northeast. Oh, do you not?
We haven't been to yet.
Oh.
I've been with a good group of people. I should be with them, but I guess I'm here now somehow.
Oh, funny how stuff like
This
that
better
works.
not be No, if Pud was pulling a prank on me, he would have been here. This is...
Alright, I mean, listen, I don't know much about your friends or anything, but if there's somewhere on the island, I mean, I know some guys in other towns, if we can keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, unless all of them teleported, they should still all be on Asari.
Oh. I mean, if you need a boat back to Asari, I mean, I might know a guy, but it might take a couple days to, real set up. I can't promise you anything, but I could try to help you out a little bit while you're here.
That'd be appreciated. Actually, she hasn't said anything, but I'm supposed to meet my mom here in like a month or so, or maybe even a few weeks by now.
Well, if she's around, you know where she's at. She was Meiji, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Wizardy?
she should. Adriana.
Yeah, yeah.
She,
You
she
see
didn't.
him. You see him stand there as he kind of like taps his chin for a second as you see him kind of processing. He's like, I've heard that name somewhere before. Recently. Uh,
Yeah, she didn't give me the specifics of where she was gonna be. She just said on this island.
you think she might be at the school?
I mean, she was a teacher back home, so maybe.
Maybe. Look, Alice, I'm not one for magic. I can't really help you with that accord. But
Yeah, I know.
you remember that big spire thing out there?
Yeah,
I think she might be there.
well, I guess that's where I'll. Guess that's where I'm heading off to. That
If
is,
you can get
unless
there.
you want one last adventure.
Yeah, we'll see about it. I mean, it's not like you can really get there. Only like wizards and stuff can get there. I don't. It has some weird magic protection that I don't understand. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
listen, I'm just a boat guy now.
Yeah.
I fix the, I can do boat repairs real well. So,
Hmm.
if you get yourself on a boat, maybe I'll come in handy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's one of the only ways to get there, then
I mean, it depends. Some of those wizard folk just kind of teleport in there. I think.
that I can't do yet.
Mm.
I
Oh
can
well.
do a lot of stuff now, but teleportation, not yet. I don't even know if I can actually.
And you kind of sit there with Joe and kind of catch up, enjoy the rest of your cheap breakfast, but nonetheless it's filling enough. As Pud and Vander back at the bar, the two of you are there. Pud, it's been an hour. You kind of poof back in your kobold form.
That was maybe the worst thing. Like, I've experienced a lot of hardships. That was the worst. Oh. I'm gonna pray for Raven next time I get a chance.
I'm gonna pray for Raven right now, actually.
You should start praying for Raven.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yo, Saloon. I feel bad for Raven. Raven's a cat. That's all. So,
I'm gonna grab my Rocky Talkie and then respond to Raven now.
hey, sorry about that. I got turned into a cat for like an hour. You know how it is.
Raven, you hear this come through as you and Alice at this point have been walking through the forest. It's been a pretty steep hike. You haven't found any like paths, like stomping like paths that you could follow or roads yet. It's just been straight walking through the wilderness for like the past hour, and you do not know where you are yet.
So I know that they're not here anymore, right?
Yeah,
I am.
you would be able to tell from that panic message Raven sent you that Raven's probably not up in his bedroom, but you can go check.
I am gonna go check. I'm gonna go check in everyone's bedrooms to make sure.
Yeah.
Is
Raven and
their
Alos.
last bed gone?
Nope. Raven and Alos are in fact not there, as expected. Their bed's there. It's kind of unmade, as if they kind of like were there, but just kind of vanished. And then you go and you check in Pierce's room, and his bed is also unmade, and he's not there. But the weird thing about Pierce's room is it's also the the bed is like covered in sand.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Free sand.
You start shoving sand in your pockets.
Oh, where's my pocket full of sand? I'm just gonna make a pocket full of sand, and I'm gonna increase the quantity.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's not like a lot of sand, but it's like enough that like that feeling of like Like, you know, when you gotta go to the beach and you dry yourself off and then there's sand left over on your towels. Like, it's not a lot, but it's like enough where you could tell that this is a sandy towel now, you know?
Yeah, alright.
That's kind of like the amount of sand that's on the bed. It's not a
So-
lot, but
so I
it's
get
enough
a
to notice
second-
that there's sand on this bed.
Alright, so I get a second pocket full of sand,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so I have 2 now. It's good.
Back
Those are very-
pockets are just full of sand.
I got a kind of bucket full of sand now.
I'm gonna head back downstairs because I left the Rocky Talkie there because Vander doesn't have one. I'm gonna ring Piers.
No, Vander does have one now.
Oh yeah, Vander does have one.
Yep,
Oh,
you
I'm
gave-
taking mine with.
I'm back. What did I miss?
You have a Rocky Talkie, and Pud also got another pocket full of sand because Pud investigated and learned that all of your teammates are gone except for the 2 of you.
I'm gonna
Cool.
call Piers up.
Hey, yo, Piers.
Oh, holy fuck.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Yeah,
I'm-
Piers, you're just sitting at the table with Joe right
Oh,
now.
So, like, where you at?
are you guys still in Ossery?
Yeah. You just kind of left.
I'm on Platala.
Where is
I
that?
don't know how. It's
Where is
one of the. It's one of the island. It's the island we were supposed to go to after we helped Raven with this whole mom stuff.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Raven there. Is Raven
Can I-
Alice with you
can I-
guys?
Can I head downstairs?
Hey,
Yeah.
Vander, could you contact Raven real quick?
Beep 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 beep.
you call up Raven.
And then
He's making those noises with his mouth.
And then-
He is. He genuinely is.
Yeah, that is a. Why are you making beeping noises? That is just a pure rock. That isn't in the Rocky Talkie.
God,
That's just rock. Where'd you get that? That is.
And Vander, what do you say? You have to start the conversation. You can't just say I call up Raven because you need to start the conversation or else Raven doesn't hear shit.
Raven, can you hear me?
Raven?
Yeah, what's up?
You've been hiking for an hour at this point in like the beating sun.
all right,
I have to do exercise. What is it?
I'm gonna take Piers's the stone that I'm using to communicate with Piers. And I'm just gonna set it on the table next to it.
Okay. Can you all hear me?
I'll say sure. You've kind of created like this open Zoom call between the 5 of you. Or 4 of you, including Alice 5.
Okay. What is going on? Where are you?
I have no
Eating-
fucking clue.
I'm at a bar in Platala right now.
Lucky you, motherfucker.
Where are you
Where
at?
Where are you?
Hiking in the woods.
Where? What? Do you know what island you're on?
I think it's Cryos.
Oh, fuck you.
Do I still have the teleportation stick on me?
Yeah, you've got it.
Oh, this like, yeah, who the fuck? Who the fuck are you gonna pick?
I have the stick. I don't know.
I'm gonna. Can I? Because it's still early morning. Can I still rearrange my spells? Or...
Oh yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, I was gonna.
You haven't really done anything today besides cast banishment, so just make sure you have banishment on your list. That's my only
Oh, yeah.
request.
Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to read up on word of recall. It don't work like that.
No.
So genuinely, what are we gonna do? Because I have the stick. We can teleport to one of you.
I'm gonna go try to go to the magic school and see if my mom is there. If Raven is on Cryos, it might be most beneficial to go there, and I can try to meet you guys.
Don't worry, Raven. We're coming.
Because
Boy.
if you guys run into, all of that stuff again, it'd probably be better to not just have you and Alice, right? At least have
Fair enough.
more of you.
I'm gonna grab Bubs and the Flump, bring them in the
Fine
kitchen.
either way. I don't know what
Friend
this country is
gone.
like. Well, it's between one place and another place. Pick and choose. Doesn't matter. We'll be fine. Probably.
That is
Yeah,
not the thing you want to
I-
hear before you do like an exact
I
teleportation.
won't tell you guys I'm not alone. I have a friend with me.
All of you hear over the phone this like grungy, older sort of gentleman voice just kind of go,
But Pierce,
Yeah, you're taken,
what about Mercury?
right? Swear to
Guys,
God, I'm
it's
like,
just,
you
it's
hear
just,
you
uh,
chime in
meant
the
to
background
be.
as Pierce. You just see Sho just looking so confused as he's just you're talking into a rock. What?
listen, it's fine.
All right.
I mean,
Yes.
I
It's
didn't know you were
magic.
into older man, dude.
all right.
I'm gonna grab the crystal ball from my, which, by the way, aren't crystal balls like 2 feet across? Like, aren't they like big? Like
They're big, but like they're not like 2 feet. Like that's a lot. Like they're like they're probably like the size of like a little bit smaller than a soccer ball, you know, like an average dodgeball. That's how
cool.
big they are.
So I grab it out of my bag and I fucking heave it onto the table with a lot of effort. I get it up there.
All right.
I'm gonna reach my finger into my bag of holding, and I'm gonna think about the Alos vomit, and then I'm gonna take out just like a finger of it, just like.
Your finger is now covered in Ella's vomit, which actually no, it should all be gone now. Shouldn't it? You used it for the soup.
It's. I mean, it's.
Nope, it's gone.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
No more Ella's goop.
I thought
The
wasn't
most
it the
valuable thing I owned.
first
Sorry.
half that was used for this?
In
I
fact,
used half of it, yeah.
well, I used half of it. Well, I used part of it to throw in that dude's mouth.
Mm-hmm. You threw it into it. You threw part of it into his mouth, and then you used the rest of it to cook the soup.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that's fair.
Okay.
Because you did use a lot of Alice goop as a weapon, so maybe if you get him to like drown again, you know, you can have more Alice puke.
Hey, Alice, I'm gonna need you to puke some other time. Hey, hey, Raven, do you have the tank core on you?
It's in your bag.
Fuck. I didn't say that. I am a good. Oh, also, I learned I'm not 4.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good thing, I guess.
I am 12. Apparent 11.
oh wow.
Yeah. And anyway, I'm gonna try this now.
Still the youngest.
I'm gonna cast Scrying with a target being Raven.
Alright, you sit down and you gotta set up the spell. You're scrying Raven? Raven? Alright.
Oh no.
Raven needs to make a... What is the saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
And I don't have any.
Wisdom saving throw.
Raven,
Well,
are you
lucky
wearing...
for you. Yeah?
Raven, are you wearing the necklace?
Yeah. No,
Fuck.
I do not
Nope.
believe
No,
I am
he's
wearing
not,
the necklace.
Because he took it off.
Okay, alright.
Because I'm wearing the disguise ring that
Right,
I
yes. You are. Okay, perfect. So you are not hidden.
don't need anymore.
Hey,
Yeah,
Raven,
not
could you
hidden.
like just fail this? You'll know what I mean.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll
Just
just
Make a
fail.
wisdom save.
Oh, okay.
You still need to make it. This is
I still have to
this
make
is
it.
less about you protecting yourself, and it's more of like if Saloon can reach you.
I see. Okay.
Sorry.
16.
16 and then -5. Well, that it fails.
Mhm.
Either way, that fails actually.
Yep, that fails.
So now I get the exact location, and while I am still
Well, you don't really get to see the exact location, Putties. You could see Raven standing there with Aloes, like their winter coats kind of like tied to them, as they're like standing in the middle of this sort of like this forested area. And it seems to be sunny out wherever they are, and probably warm by the looks of things. But you can't exactly pinpoint any like geographical locations that would identify it, because you're scrying on the person, not the location.
Raven, climb a tree.
Climb a... Okay.
Make an acrobatics check or athletics check.
Acrobatics. I'm gonna stick with that acrobatics.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's either or, so.
I'm gonna go with the 9 instead of the 4.
All right.
Oh
Raven, you try to climb up this tree with like a rock in one hand, and like almost like you're trying to get better cell service, but you can't exactly get a proper footing. And Raven, Pud, you're watching this as Raven is just struggling to climb up this tree, and then you watch as just Alos just kind of like grabs Raven by the hips and just slowly lifts him up on, like, sits him on a tree.
Thank you, Alos.
And Raven, now you're sitting in this tree as Alice is kind of just looking up at you.
Does it give me any better view?
No, you're still focused in on Raven, and now that you see Raven's a further distance from Alice, Alice is beginning to fade out of sight. You could still tell that a figure is there, and because you previously know it's Alos, you know who it is, but if you didn't know that it was Alos, you wouldn't know who was standing there. Because the Scry spell is focused on Raven. You do know that Raven's in a forest somewhere, probably Cryos.
Do I need to go higher, or...?
No, you're fine.
Oh, thank God.
Can I make an intelligence check to see how far away, like, just Cryos is?
Okay.
I just want to figure out how far away it is. Oh, I forgot I'm not very smart. I always forget until it's exactly the time where I need to be smart.
Yeah, I was like, okay, of course you can make an intelligence check, Pud.
17.
17! Far away. Like, you know that, I mean, you've got here by teleportation, and you know that getting back, it's quite a distance. You would have to take a boat back, if you wanted to go by foot. You know where this town is. You're pretty close. You're probably, like, maybe an hour or so off of, like, finding a port or a dock to get a boat, and then cross water. Like, but you also don't know. You know that they're in a forest on Cryos, but, you know, distance-wise, it's quite a ways away.
Hey, worst case scenario, we find a town, we tell you where it is, we try this again.
I mean, yeah, that would be possible.
Yeah, I just figured it's better than a nondescript forest.
That is a...
What? Any plant that you know I've seen would also work.
Do you have an acorn?
Recognize any of these?
Right, Vander, you can't see the scry.
Can I take a just like a napkin or something and then doodle what I see?
Yeah, you can like draw like the trees in the area.
It looks so shitty.
I can't wait for you to teleport into the napkin.
It's technically a plant I've seen.
Yo, it's paper.
An inanimate plant.
You go to the factory where the fucking napkins were being made.
Close to the place where they cut down the wood to make the...
We gotta go to the means of
mulch.
production. Use that fucking 6th level spell slot. I don't care. We are taking down this corporation. How long ago was it when we killed Somri's clone, or like the evil Somri, like the white dragon?
It's been maybe like 4 days.
Fuck. Okay.
Why?
Wait, I'm
Oh,
fucking.
Divine Intervention.
Yeah, whatever.
It hasn't
All right,
been that
yeah,
long. You
just-
guys literally killed her, spent a day to pack up your things, and then just teleported out of there. And then
That's true.
killed the guy. So yeah, it's literally been like 2 days.
All right, just contact us when you get to another thing. All right. My brain is too small for this.
Like when you get to a town sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
If we get there.
Stay safe out there. Mwah.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Pud and Vander, what is your plan? You,
Hey.
from your knowledge, are still on Osprey. Weird things have been happening.
Hey, do you want to, like, step out of here? Saying, I also don't think we're allowed to be in the kitchen, and we've kind of just been hiding here for the past, like, hour.
Yeah, now that things are, like, it's, like, morning and things are starting to open up, you hear people begin to kind of, like, enter. Like,
yeah, can I make just, like, an investigation check on the kitchen? Just to
Yeah.
see, or, like, a perception check to see if there's anything here that Saloon left for me?
Yeah, sure.
That probably would have been smart. That's a 20. That's a 26.
26. Looking around, you don't know what Saloon could have left for you, and looking around, you try to think of things like what could Saloon possibly have left in your care. And you throw open the first cabinet that you come across, and inside, you see a small, like, sort of porcelain dish that's covered with a small, like, sort of, like, bluish tea towel that has the Saloon crest just, like sort of, like, stitched on it. Just a little, like, bowl with a thing on top of it.
Can I inspect it?
Yeah. Pull up.
I would like. Is it? Can I identify? Can I cast identify on it? I forget I have this spell.
It is it is whatever food is inside. Whatever food is inside can give advantage on one roll. Like, so basically it gives you a luck point if you eat it. That can be used within 24 hours after eating it.
Ooh, okay.
And you open it up, and they're little kind of like scones, and there only appears to be 6.
I will put them away in my bag, and then I will grab Vander and leave the kitchen.
Yep. Yeah. You make a stealth check, both of you.
What's my stealth? Not good.
Probably better than mine.
Remember, we both get advantage on this. We're gonna take 13.
Advantage. Let's hope I can do better than a 12.
Please carry for the both of us.
19.
He does. The two of you manage to slip out and, like, hide underneath the bar and go past Pud's hairball. Before you guys.
I take it.
You just take your hairball.
I don't want to leave that for some. I don't want to leave that for some poor employee if I can clean up.
Yeah,
right?
So you grab your hairball on the way out, and the two of you kind of leave, and you're standing in this tavern space, which for the most part is fairly empty. There's only a couple patrons kind of walking around, just like getting their morning coffee and whatnot, and you appear to be, for the most part, noticed, but like no one really raised an eye at like what had happened.
Hey, do you want to, like, get somewhere a bit more private? We can talk.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Do you know anywhere to go? Do you want to, let's just go back to the room, alright?
That's fine. I waddle back upstairs.
You walk back upstairs and you go back to your room, Pud?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go back.
When climbing upstairs, do I have to, like, genuinely climb?
No. I feel like you're tall enough that it is a little bit of like a hobble, and it's probably faster if you kind of like scuttle up the stairs on all fours, but you can go on 2 legs if you want. It's not impossible, it's just less efficient.
Gotcha. I'll head upstairs then.
Yeah, you head upstairs with Vanders, you guys go into the bedroom. And there's like a small like window in the room that you could see looking outside. There's just a light snowfall. And the two of you appear to be alone on this island. No clue where your friends went.
All right. So, excuse me. Care to explain a bit more about what happened to you?
This morning, I was struggling to sleep, and I heard my door open. I saw Piers raise his sword at me. I grabbed my staff to defend myself, and then he was kind of just gone. And then I saw you, and while we were walking, the floor felt more like a forest floor with moss, and I looked around, and I was back in the forest I grew up in, and there was a blinking light, and so I started running towards it. I'm not sure why, because by that point had figured out that I was still with you, but it felt like what I should do.
Okay. So you got sent mentally back to your home. Piers got sent back to where his mom was or is, and Raven and Alos got sent back to where they're from. Somewhat.
So it would seem.
And then I stayed here because, you know, this brain's too strong. Can't get through it.
Sure.
Wait, what do you mean short? I am a genius.
Yes, but there could also be other reasons that you weren't affected.
It's because I'm a genius. I know my numbers. I know all 3 of them.
That's very impressive.
Thank you.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just put some scones on the plate, and I'll have one. I'll eat a scone.
I'll eat a scone. It's pretty tasty. It's kind of like a buttery texture to it, and you can reroll 1d20 throughout the day. So you get 1 reroll.
God knows I need it. All right. I can't wait to use that on the most useless shit. How many times can the plate do this? Because I did identify it. If you're willing to share.
Identify it? I mean, they're just kind of like these magically kind of imbued scones. They taste pretty good. You don't really know how they got there, but you just kind of took it.
So the scones are magical, not the plate.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the scones are magical, not the plate. Yes, the plate just happens to look pretty.
So I just stole one of their plates. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. With like a little tea towel on top of it that doesn't have any magical quality to it at all, except for that it has the Saloon emblem in it.
I mean, that's worth quite a bit. Yeah.
I will also take a scone.
Yeah, I'll offer a scone to Vander.
And I'm just gonna be honest. The British family heritage in me is cringing every time you guys say scone.
Scone.
Scone. What? Scone. Is it scone?
Yeah, that's how I feel when you fuckers say espresso, not espresso.
It's whatever.
Yeah, just get a good old fashioned espresso machine.
I'm gonna fucking fly to your house. Be terrible.
I'll go fly here on the airplane.
Alright. The two of you kind of are just sitting there together, eating scones and having a chat in Pud's room for a moment.
Scones and espresso.
God, Steven, I know where you live.
How to upset me and Dante.
Shut up. Let me DM.
Sorry.
You guys are
I just didn't
eating
resist.
your scones. And you there, and it's quite nice. Just to kind of like have a moment to just relax. And then you hear in the distance this loud poof, and people screaming outside.
Oh no.
Do you want to, like, look at what that was?
It's kind of what we do, isn't it?
Pud very, very, very hesitantly gets up.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna bring Bubs.
I'm gonna throw a blanket over Bubs' head, and I'm actually gonna cut 2 little eye holes. Like, Bubs doesn't need it, right? Because,
He's got 2 heads.
yeah, I'm gonna cut 4 little eye holes. There's gonna one for the blanket on one head, and one for the blanket on the other, and there's a blanket just on the body.
Yep. You just cover him with blankets, and the 2 of you begin to begrudgingly head outside towards the explosion. Meanwhile,
I guess.
Raven, you have been walking for what feels like ages in the beating hot sun with no real sense of road or direction. The 2 of you are kind of just wandering through the wilderness in like the dead summer. You can hear the sort of buzzing of like cicadas off in the trees.
Raven will take one of the books out of his bag and attempt to use it as a shield against the sun.
Yeah. You try. You take it and you kind of use it like kind of like hold the sun out of your eyes. Alos does not look like he's having a fun time at all. But then again, you know, being drow, he's already a bit sensitive to the sunlight. Less sensitive to it as like Underdark drow would be, but you know, it's never.
We did just spend like a week in the Underdark.
Yeah, you both just spent a week in the Underdark and then in the winter, like the middle of winter. So it's quite a shift. As the 2 of you are just kind of like wandering around, and eventually you find yourself on the edge. You hear like this rushing water, and you hear this rushing water kind of go down. And you find yourself at the edge of this large river. You found a river. And you don't recognize the area, but maybe with that survival check you did earlier, you've seen this river before, but you must just be at a different portion of it because you don't recognize.
Yo, I just remembered. Do I still have my map?
You map, yes.
Can I just check for landmarks that look familiar on the map?
Yeah, you pull over to and from where you guys are currently standing on the side of the at the side of the river, now that you've remembered you have a map, you open it up.
Yo, Alice, you know what I just remembered? I have a map.
You're kidding. That would have been helpful like 20 minutes ago. It's fine. But no, you kind of map yourselves out and kind of look around, and you probably tell you're on the northern half of Cryos, the forest, and probably on the northern half of the Unar River. And by this meaning, you're also probably north of Velklu, which is where you, as far as you know, Tanari is.
Yo, let's go pick up Tanari.
Okay, is that the closest town?
You're not sure. You know that it's probably south?
Okay, if I'm able to gauge where I am and then, like, figure out which is the closest town. Make me
a survival check.
Woo, okay, here we go. Time.
Because what the interesting thing is that Nerdeklum isn't actually marked on the map. Because it's a small, very sort of tucked away elven village, it's not actually on the map. You just happen to know where it is because you've been there.
I'm just thinking if it's the same river and I can see the split from the map.
You can't see.
I'd be able to.
Yeah, you know where the split is, but where you currently are, it's just thick river that goes on.
Okay. So there might be a town nearby. The question is it up the river or down the river? Ah, fuck, this is always Spark's thing.
What would we do without her?
Well, currently, be lost. Very lost.
Apparently.
On the bright side, water source. So we might not die. Assuming it's not.
Well, that's always great news.
I suppose. Alright, flip a coin, up or down the river.
No, do you want me to flip a coin? Do you want Alice to flip a coin, or do you want to flip a coin?
Nah, Raven's gonna put this on Alos.
Okay, I'm gonna roll roll a d4. Evens, even you go up, odd you go down. Fair?
Sounds good.
Alright. It's a 1.
Down the river it is.
Alright. The 2 you begin
Sure, we'll find something.
to walk down the river. Make me another survival check. I'll say with advantage
got
because
it.
Alice is helping, and you also have a map.
We're gonna go with the 21.
Yeah, with the 21, you guys managed to navigate your way down. You don't know exactly where you are, except for as you guys are sort of walking down the river, kind of side by side. Do you guys talk about anything? So,
Does he bring anything up?
well, not in particular. It probably every once in a while it's just complaining, or like he'll slip on like some of the sort of like it's not like a sandy river bay. It's like kind of like the pebbly one, like the large rocks on the side of the
Okay,
river.
I've got one random question because I don't know if Alice has always been a paladin or
That's
if
true.
it's just something that happened over time, like after Raven left.
Mhm.
So, I don't know if that's knowledge he'd have.
I mean, no. I mean, you do know that he was like a fighter. Like you did know that he did know how to use a sword, though the magic stuff you weren't entirely sure on.
Oh, you and the Raven Queen, huh? That's new.
Yeah, a little. I mean, it just kind of happened when I was kind of in half alive state for a while. You see a lot of things, and I spent a lot of time in kind of her realm. So I guess I don't know, just kind of worked out.
Fair enough.
I mean, you have new abilities now. Do you make
I guess I do.
a deal with whoever? Yeah, Yezer or something? You mentioned his name earlier.
You're right. He is here.
Ah.
Smokey.
Smokey?
Don't worry about it.
How long have you been traveling with them?
Couple months, maybe? Maybe longer?
I mean, I guess my better question is, how'd you meet them? They seem like a pretty, colorful bunch.
That's a fun story.
Not the kind you'd find amongst Violet Bay.
Well, as you know, ran away.
What that I do?
Ended up hanging around a bunch of bounty hunters. Not a smart move on my part. And for hindsight, I probably should have realized I was stupid. But point is, got captured, ran away from them eventually, and ended up running on a boat that happened to be going to a tropical island, and that's where I met them. It got attacked by a giant sea turtle or sea something. Dragon?
Dragon turtle?
That's the bitch.
Yeah, well, that sounds sure like an adventure.
Yeah.
I wish I had stories like yours, but not much happens when you kind of are.
Wish I had stories like yours that only worked with a god for 2 years.
It's all fun and games until you realize it's boring and nothing happens, and it didn't. It doesn't feel like it was only 2 years, Raven. It feels so much longer. There aren't really days or nights in there. It was kind of like I was just conscious the entire time.
Do you miss it?
No. No, not at all. I mean, the Raven Queen's fantastic. She gave me all of this power and made sure that I didn't lose myself like so many others, and I'm grateful. I really am. I don't know who I'd be or what I'd be doing if I did. I wouldn't be here. But I don't want to go back. I mean, I know we all will one day, but
I just don't want to go back.
I don't want to die, Raven. Not again.
Glad to hear it.
I kind of enjoy being here with you, even though if we all lost in the middle of the woods somewhere, but
Could be worse.
could be
a desert.
I mean, as long as I'm with you, I think we'd get through it.
All right. At that comment, Raven is probably going to turn red and face away, and she's like, "Oh, all right. Yeah, that way. Let's go." Mm-hmm.
Raven, as you continue to kind of march forward, a little flustered, he's smiling to himself back there. You kind of do see something coming across of the river. What almost looks like a fallen down the sort of tree seems to kind of dip down, kind of crossing the river a bit. But it doesn't reach exactly to your side. It seems to be like there's about like 10 feet of water before there's like the tree that caves it. That kind of like that sort of like covers the river.
Huh. Fallen tree. Is that a little land map?
You look at the map and it's not really. It probably looks like something that probably came down in like a storm recently.
Huh.
It's a fairly large tree. You can see the roots on the other end because it fell down from the opposite side of the river towards you. So on your side of the river, there's more of like the leafage, the foliage and stuff that is kind of like most of it has been kind of knocked away by the water. So a lot of the tree is just fairly bare at this point, but
anything weird about it or nah?
Just appears to be a tree that fell over, but it is an area that maybe upon just careful inspection, you think maybe you could safely cross it.
Okay. Want to cross the river?
Sure. If you think there's more cities on the other side.
Maybe. Couldn't hurt.
All right. And I need both you and Elos to make acrobatics checks as you kind of have to balance your way across.
Yeah, sure. I got this. I don't got this. We're gonna luck point that. Hey.
What is it?
26.
26. Raven, easy enough. You managed to kind of push some of the leaves away, kind of chop them down with your sword, just so it's a clearer path as you just kind of hop onto the log. Your boots do get a little bit wet, but it's nothing that can't be fixed later. As you kind of like manage to climb onto the log and quickly just sort of dash your way across with very, very little issue. Alice, on the other hand, is not as dexterous as you are. As like the water is kind of like pushing the tree back and forth, he doesn't have that same balance that you do. So instead of a dash, it's more of like a shuffle across. and it takes a lot longer as you see him kind of like nearly lose his balance 2 or 3 times to the river, but eventually he manages to make it over to the other side with a sort of gasp of air as he kind of sort of looks around, and he's like, okay, let's try to avoid that again.
Understood. No crossing rivers on slippery trunks.
Raven, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception's 21.
Never mind, you would hear this. As you get to the other side, Alice is kind of like leaning over, trying to like gasp, like sort of like catch himself after like nearly slipping off the log multiple times. And you hear the sort of creaking snap as it kind of catches your attention, and you kind of turn to look back to see where that sound could have come from. And you don't see anybody. But you hear it again, that sort of creak, snap, creak. And it stops.
Alright, I'm gonna actively look for it now.
Make a perception check.
Perception check. Okay, $28.
28. Yeah, glancing around the area, you hear it again, and your eyes catch it this time as you see a tree. Its roots pulling from the ground and then digging themselves back in as the tree pulls itself forward. Closer to you. Closer to the bank. And you're
I'm gonna poke it.
You poke the tree?
I'm gonna poke the tree.
You just go up and you poke it with your hand, or?
Yep.
You go boop. You poke it, and you see 2 eyes open and stare down at you, just empty holes. Sockets almost, where eyes should be. As you see the mouth, like this large mouth teeth, like with like almost like bark-like teeth sort of pull apart. As it sort of lets out this groaning, like, as it's just gonna go down and try to like eat you. Raven, I need Raven, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
A dex save. Oh, okay. No, no problem.
You're good at those. You're in for it.
Okay. 15?
15?
Yep.
It's 50. You try to pull your arm away, but it's not fast enough as its mouth kind of clamps around your arm as it's stuck within this tree, Raven. Raven, I'm going to need you to take 12 points of piercing damage as this tree is beginning to bite at your arm and tear at the skin, almost like it's trying to like chew it off completely.
Cool. Can I Hellish Rebuke?
Sure.
As an attack?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do that at let's see. What level do I want to waste? We're gonna be doing anything productive today? Probably not. Let's do a 5th level spell slot.
Cool.
It's gonna need to make a save.
All right.
Dexterity.
Dexterity save?
A dex save.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not very distant. That's a 7.
That's a fail. Alrighty, let's get those 60 10s rolling.
That's a lot. That's a... I'm in danger.
Ba-ba-da. 37?
37 hit points?
Yep.
You kind of, as a reaction, you just kind of, you try to burn it from the inside as you see the fire swirl up around it. As the tree kind of releases your hand out of pain, so you're able to pull your arm back at this point. But that thing hurt. Why don't you and Alos roll for initiative?
Okie doke.
And then we'll get to it in a second.
Sounds good. Boom. Ooh, 26.
Alright, yeah. You're obviously first. I think that's pretty fair. Alright.
Raven's mad.
Yeah. But we're gonna cut away, just briefly, as you guys are being attacked by a tree in the middle of the woods, back to the nice beachside town. Piers, you and Cho probably have been wandering around for a little whiles now. I feel like if you wanted to, Cho could have like given you like a spare shirt or something, so you didn't have to wear, or like, you know.
He had his armor.
Well, no, yeah, you still have your armor, but like, so you didn't have to wear like your winter clothing. Like he would have like lent you like a normal
Well, I mean, he
summer.
never wears a shirt under his armor anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But no, like.
When does he ever wear a shirt?
That's a great point. I sometimes I even forget that he just doesn't. I'm the one who draws him all the time, and I forget that he just straight up like has his like abs showing me like on most of the time.
Shirts are outlawed now.
Yeah, apparently in Pierce's mind. But like, you know, like you're able to kind of like, you know, get yourself into more comfortable suited clothing for the weather. Show kind of just like lends you like a spare pair of pants or something. No, and Joe kind of like takes you around town and kind of shows you like a couple of places that he's like been, and you actually see like there's a couple of like, you know, most of the people in this town appear to be human, for the most part.
Okay.
So I mean, the both of you stand out like a sore thumb. It's pretty common.
Big purple man and big iguana man.
Yep, big iguana man and purple man walking together. But I mean, most of the people, like, you walk past a couple people and there's like some fishermen that go, good morning, Shaw, and then he's like, hey, and as you guys walk past, he obviously has built a reputation for himself in the time that he's been here.
How long have you been here?
About a year and a half, maybe? Year? I don't know. Time flies. I mean, how long have you been traveling around?
Well, I was in prison for about maybe half a year or so, and then only a few months. I mean, there were 3 months where I was in a different dimension.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah, we stopped we helped an uprising, and I had to fight the evil version of myself. It wasn't evil, just say he was kind of just way more into the kingdom's ways.
That sounds like a weird
So
psychedelic trip to me. I don't know.
I mean, that's how I got this, and he brings the sword out.
You bam the and sword kind of into your hand, and he kind of looks up and down and goes, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know a lot
it
about.
was a time.
It definitely sounds like a trip. I mean, I thought there was only.
There's certainly multiple different planes of existence.
I mean, I guess so. I've heard about, like, you know, the planes before. I'm not dumb. They're just not something that I looked into. It's been years since I even tried to look at a school, though. Yeah, laughs to himself. Anyway. You wanted to get to that, weird magic school, right?
Yeah, but anything, even if that's probably the most likely way to get in, or to try to, at least.
Do you
See.
Do you have like any
ID to get him? Besides my last name, no.
I don't know how.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh god, we weren't supposed. we weren't supposed to be here for like another few weeks.
I mean, I could
Oh,
send you
it's
on a
no.
boat back to Ossuary if that's what
I
you
mean,
want.
they're Pud and my friends. They're planning on meeting all up in Cryos, but I at least want to try checking the school. If anything, I would, if she was there, I would probably be able to get teleported to them. All be a lot easier.
Right. I guess. I mean, we could always try breaking in, but I don't know how exactly legal that is.
I mean, I broke into a library like 2 days ago.
Ah, perfect. Um, listen, I
Um,
don't know a lot about that magic school, but I know it's pretty well guarded.
yeah.
So if you're gonna get in, you'd need to get in through behind. Maybe. I mean, if you're gonna stick around for the rest of the day, after sun goes down, I could take a boat out and we could swing around the backside. There's a small sort of
Yeah, I mean,
docking
not going
area down
anywhere.
there. It's a sort of shipping dock, from what I know. I don't know. I've never actually been in there, but potentially I could dock you in there. We could enter through that way. So I don't know exactly how nice
I
they'd
mean,
be.
we can always, we could always, I could try talking to whoever's out there, see anything, and if not, well, that's happening. Potentially, you can, like, check it out and see how easy it is to get in.
Fair enough.
You can at least try it. At least try talking.
Yeah, I guess. But if you need a lock picked, I mean, you know I'm your guy.
Yeah. So, how long is it to get there then?
Yeah, probably no more than 15 minutes off the shore.
But not too bad.
Not at all. I mean, I just gotta pick up some things.
Yeah.
But if you want to explore the town, I mean, feel free. Just meet me back at the docks at about 8 or so p.m.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. And you see him begin to kind of like turn and walk down the street, just leaving you be. And that's. And you're alone. Now in this little town, little farming town called Scrapport.
Okay. Go for a walk, see what's around.
Perfect. You want to make a perception check just generally for me? Just see what
Yeah.
you see.
19.
19. Oh wow, that's really good.
Finally.
Yeah, yay! As you're just walking around, kind of spending time with yourself, and you're walking around, and you kind of find yourself closer to the like the opposite side of town, a little further away from the water. Where there's a couple of nicer buildings. There's probably a couple nobles around here, and that's probably why.
Mm.
But one thing that catches your eye is a tall humanoid figure stood there in this very slim sort of metal, sort of silverish armor, and face completely obscured with like that silver sort of mask. But you recognize the style.
Okay.
The sort of the style and shape of the helmet with the sort of small bluish eyes, and the branding, that same crest that all of the constructs had on their chest. Of this one silver armored figure. He appears to just be standing outside of the shop.
Can I go up and see who it is?
You go up.
Yeah, just not like just casually walk by and then just.
You don't see. There's no face You can't see the face. It's completely
Oh, they're
obscured
wearing
by the mask.
They're wearing the helmet.
Yep, they're wearing the helmet. Yeah, it's completely obscured by the helmet. You can't see, but it's the silver armor.
Are they just at a shop, or like what are they doing?
They appear to be just standing guard. The arms are tucked behind their back. The arms are built completely mechanically. All the way
Very
down to,
familiar.
very familiar, in fact. I mean, it's the silver armor and head, the crest. As you kind of walk past, you look at it, and it doesn't appear to move. It's just standing there.
That armor looks quite nice.
Say that out loud.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's no response.
Familiar, in fact, actually. Seen it on few of you before.
There's no response.
What number are you?
No response.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to just be standing, looking outward. You can't really tell exactly where it's looking. But if you stand like directly in front of it, you stand there for a while and just begin to berate it with questions. And slowly the head just kind of turns and looks down at you. Doesn't say anything, it's just looking at you now.
So, well, that sounds too personal. I'm assuming it's your arms that he went for.
After a moment, you hear this sort of like turning and like this sort of like psh noise as you hear a hello. How may I be of service of you?
I was just the armor and the build of your arms looks familiar to me. I've seen it before.
I am a construct. There are many of just like me around here. You may have seen me in other towns.
Yes, I've met a few of you before. What's your designated number?
My designated product number is 1582.
They live in fuck. Holy shit, he made a lot of you guys.
Though, my designated product style is white. You may call me White.
Well, White, it's nice to meet you.
Welcome to Scryport. Do you need assistance?
I was wondering actually if a woman by the name of Adriana Blackwell may have been in the area before.
Adriana Blackwell. And you see the head kind of look up once again and just process something for a moment. Yeah, Adriana Blackwell is the headmaster of the Cerberus. That's not it.
The Cerberus Assembly?
No! I literally said it and then had to like stop because I was like, nope. Caleb, you know better. Jeez. That's what I get for critical rolling. It's fine. It's like this. Where is it? There it is. Because I knew I would say it wrong, I even put like little pronunciation things beside the word, and I didn't look at it because I was like, I know how to say this, and then didn't know how to say it because I second guessed myself. Adriana Blackwell is the headmaster of the Cathalis Academy.
Ah. Wonderful. That's wonderful to know that she's here. That's great news, actually, for me.
Is there anything else I may be assistance of you with?
How long have you been like this, if I don't mind asking?
As long as... What do you mean? When was I
Well,
created? I was
yeah,
created
when did...
maybe 5 months and 32 days ago. Oh, 6 months and 2 days.
Do you remember the man or woman who may have made you?
Well, not personally, but the company that does control us and creates us is the Levi Corporation.
Of course it
The
is.
man Levi, so runs it and makes sure all of our production goes over well.
That name is quite familiar. I could have sworn that he was deceased recently. But maybe that's just
Levi
my mind.
Feister is alive and well.
What?
Levi Feister is living. He lives in the capital city of Platala.
Wait.
Would you like to know more information about Levi?
How long has he been here? I could have sworn that I've heard that name around Vahara. I may or may not have seen it there.
Levi travels quite a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he made it to Vahara.
Can I actually see where their crystal is on their body?
Make a perception check. Actually, make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Sorry.
So,
I thought for a moment
okay,
more, and I was like, this
I
would be
can
insight.
read. There it is. 21.
21 on insight?
Yep.
You cannot see a crystal exposed like the constructs back of Vahara usually have. Another thing that doesn't sit right with you is that this model in particular, this whatever it is, reminds you a little bit too much of Mercury. It almost feels like a replica of him for the brief moments that you did see him wearing this armor.
Is the helmet completely covering everything? Or, like, is there any, like, hair or anything, like, skin? There's...
Not that you can see. You can maybe assume that there's probably a face under there, but you can't see it. It's obscured.
How many more... how many more constructs are here?
Oh, many. We are gifted out amongst the nobles and work amongst the cities.
Right. Sorry, I'm just so shocked to hear that the Levi didn't pass away. Felt like it was a relatively large occurrence, an event that happened in on Vahara.
You see the construct's head kind of tilt to one side. This is kind of... You almost feel it kind of almost like look you up and down, in a sense. Even though you can't see its eyes.
Yeah.
Why would you think that?
I'm not sure, I thought I read it in one of the papers back on Vahara.
You see its head kind of turn back and think for a moment, and blend. There are no such thing. I cannot help you if you lie to me.
What? What would you like to know from me?
If you want to learn about Levi, ask me a question, and I will try to answer to my best abilities.
Did he speak of a man named Orion?
You see the construct process once again. Any surname for this Orion?
Did we ever get a fucking
never
name
did.
from? No.
No? You never got a surname?
No. We did not.
Without a surname, I'm
didn't.
afraid I cannot search it up. Orion is a very common name.
Did you, if your number is in the thousands, how have you met any of the lower numbers?
Do you mean beta?
Well, on Vahara, I had heard that there were some there, specifically 0 to 8. But that
You see the contract being
that's only
kind of
something I
process as
heard.
its head kind of snaps backwards. Thank you so much for your help. That information has been sent to our higher ups immediately.
How many other are you in this town?
In this town, you see it process for a moment. There are 8 of us.
It has a thing for the 8, I guess.
Is there anything else I can help with you?
Is there any of you at the school?
He thinks for a moment. Yes, I do believe there are some contracts working at school. There are contracts working in many different forces. I am simply a servant, and you see it kind of bow.
Only things I want to do right now, but I know I'm gonna no, it's a terrible idea if I do any of them.
What do you do?
I just know. No, there's so many bad things I know. There's so many things that I want to do, but I know it's a terrible idea.
What do you want to do? It's not a terrible idea until you try it.
May I ask about the school? How does one enter it? If I were to, say, have a meeting with Miss Blackwell, how would I go about that?
Well, you need to arrange a meeting, and you would need one of the magical tickets that let you aboard into the school walls.
May I send a letter to the school by chance, actually?
Of course you can. There's a post office, and you see the arm kind of point that way.
Thank you.
You're just gonna head to the post office?
Yeah.
Alright, write me a letter. We're gonna pick back up with a Pud and Vander.
I'm just gonna DM you the letter.
Please do.
That's Liz, not you.
Alright.
Feel free to send it my way. Feel free.
The letter got lost in post.
Aw, damn. Yeah, for some reason it ended up in Pud's hands, and Pud can't even read.
Put the appears just some ingredients, so it's kind of get eaten. All things considered.
Yep. Pud and Vander. As you two
Yes?
kind of exit the kind of inn, It is lightly snowing outside in the morning. As you look around, there was like that one explosion that originally caught your attention, followed by two more, like poof, poof, ones right after another. As you look around, there are people shouting. And you glance over, and both of you make a perception check for me.
Mm-hmm.
Light-based, I assume?
Is it cloudy?
It's fairly cloudy outside. There's a little bit of an overcast as it is snowing currently.
Okay. Fuck you, son. You don't deserve to exist. I got a non-natural 20.
Alright, non-nat 20.
And it's sight-based, I assume?
Yes.
I have advantage. $18.
18, 22. Both of you see as you walk outside with your very keen eyes, circling the town in the sky are these two large winged figures circling, and almost like sharks do in the water, kind of like circling around the tops of the area. And every once in a while you see something drop from these large forms in the sky and like hit the ground with a large explosion as snow and dirt and rock kind of fly up everywhere, almost as something is almost like dropping bombs from the sky. But you can't, even with the fog, you could just tell that these are very large winged creatures. And you do actually see is like they flap, so they're almost like bird-like. It's like the wings kind of like flap every now and then, so as they're kind of just these two large figures are just circling it. What do you do?
I do want to head to like underneath them. I'm gonna head underneath them.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna just run to.
Run underneath it. You run underneath it, Pud. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I expected that. That's fine. It's fine. It's 14.
14? Pud, as you run underneath it, Vander, you watch as Pud is there, and Pud is gone. Pud, you watch as this almost like small, almost like metallic looking, like almost like orb is dropped from the sky and like hits. As it just lands directly on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have enough D6? No, I don't. Surprisingly enough. It's fine, I'll just re-roll one of them. It's fine. One off. It's fine. Alright. Okay, take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as you are crushed from a rock falling from the sky.
Fucking asshole. Okay.
I'm gonna fly up.
Okay, you fly directly up in between them.
While this is going on, by the way.
Huh?
So, while this is going on, I'm gonna take a minute to cast Speak with Animals as a ritual.
Alright. Take a minute to cast Speak with Animals as a ritual.
I'm not flying directly up. I want to try to do like some maneuverability to dodge whatever other shit they have.
Okay. You can fly up. Make another dex check just for me, just to see.
That's a non-natural 20.
Okay, easy enough. Like being hit with it once sucked, and then, but now you kind of get the pattern of like where they're moving and you know how to avoid these like sort of things that they're sort of shedding almost. As you kind of get to the top, you see these large, very large birds. They're like almost like the size of like, they're almost like the size of like lions, but they're large winged birds. They're sort of flying in circles, and you can hear them like quietly, like sort of like they're not cawing like birds do, but their beaks are kind of clacking together to make this sort of like radiating like echo that almost sounds like thunder. And as they kind of like flap their wings, you can see their legs kind of like go underneath them, and they kind of like dig through like their feathers before their claws kind of produce these like small metallic stones, and then they just drop them onto the ground. And you see there's two of them.
Mm-hmm. I am going to. That's not how it works. Okay. I would like to. I need one of them to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom. They can do that. 14.
That fails. I am going to suggestion if they can understand me.
Hey,
Just one of them or both of them?
It can only target one person.
Okay, so one
You
of them.
can't. Yeah.
'Cause there's two.
hey, you on the right. Could you like go down there and talk to my friend? I'm gonna point to Vander.
You see the bird kind of just immediately kind of like its beak kind of claps together with this like poof poof, and then kind of like immediately dives bomb down towards you, Vander. As you see this large bird drop to the ground in front of you, and its head kind of like slowly curls up. It almost looks like a large, almost like heron, with the very large, almost like swan-like necks, and their bodies kind of like curled together as they kind of just stand there perched in front of you. I'll say at this point you've cast communicate, speak with animals.
Hello, I'm Vendor. What's your name?
And as you communicate, it goes, I am Rock.
Rock. What a lovely name. Might I ask why you're flying around dropping whatever you're dropping on innocent people?
We make nesting grounds.
I see. I see, and I fully respect that, but where you've decided to make your nesting ground is currently occupied by essentially these people's nests.
These people go. Their bodies
Well-
make good food.
Well, okay, well, I respect that, but these people haven't done anything to you, and there's far better places to nest that probably have better supplies of food that you're not hurting these people that are just trying to live their lives.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh god, that's only a +1.
Come on, Vander. You have that scone.
I do have the scone.
You have
Never
the
mind, you're
scone.
fine.
You have the
I'm
scone.
gonna stick with the 18 because I don't want to lose it.
Okay, yeah, stick with the 18. The 18. You hear as the bird kind of like chaps its like sort of its beak together a couple of times as you hear this like boof boof noise, and you hear from above in the clouds another boof boof as in response.
Hey, stop it. What are you doing?
And it turns back to you and goes, where do we nest, if not here?
I don't. Because, like, we're here, and we will have to protect it and hurt you, and no one wants that.
What would I know about the surrounding area as far as bird nesting appropriateness?
Also, can I
Make
can I
a
try to
nature
stand-
check. Just
Also,
like
can I
looking
make-
around the area real fast of like, where do you think birds would live here? It's snowing everywhere.
Can I pose with like my hands on my hips and be like trying to be intimidating towards him?
Make an intimidation check, bud.
Gotcha. That's a great +0.
19 nature.
19. Okay.
That's a 3.
A 3. Pud standing there with his hands on his hips, looking very disappointed. And what did you roll for nature?
19.
19. Looking around the area, you know that, I mean, you've never seen birds like these before. But you could assume probably somewhere like rockier and somewhere more like a cliffside. You guys are you guys are a little ways off the mountain, but you do see there is like a mountain that you guys actually were closer to and moved into the town, which is a little ways away.
That mountain over there seems like it would suit your needs.
And you say that. You see the bird kind of turn around and look at the mountain and go, "Is there food?"
I'm confident there's plenty of food.
Like, you hear its beak kind of snap, snap, with like a crash, and then like another one in the air, kind of like another crash. And then the bird goes, "I will go see mountain." And you see it
Thank
kind
you.
of like shuffles a little bit and pulls out this like large stone and places it in front of you, Vander. Not like from a height where it can cause damage now, but just kind of like it just drops it in the street in front of you.
Thank you, Rock. I appreciate this so much.
I'm still standing in front of the fucking other one in the sky.
Yeah.
So, hey, don't you?
Are you trying to go in front of it? Oh wait,
Yes.
with a 3. Oh, with the other one. Oh, it's gonna continue to fly in a circle. And seeing that you're not moving in front of it, and you roll a 3 on that intimidation,
I would like to jump on top of it.
okay. Make a dexterity saving throw because it's going to try and bite you.
I'm gonna re-roll that using my scone. That's worse. So I'm gonna take the. Oh wait,
Nope,
but
you gotta take the worst roll.
7.
7.
It's 7.
But as you're standing there very intimidatingly, Vander, you're communicating down low. Pud, you are just scooped up into this bird's jaw. Take 5 points of piercing damage as you are just like clamped between the jaw of this thing. And you are considered a small creature, so you are also grappled.
That works out perfectly fine. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians on myself, so in a 15-foot area around me, there's gonna be like little creatures that are gonna protect me. And
Alright.
so I'm gonna need it to make a Wisdom saving throw as Spirit Guardians try to beat its ass.
Alright, that's a 15.
That fails.
Okay.
Nice. So that means that and I cast 4th level.
I realized we didn't roll for initiative. You guys were supposed to, but that's fine. I think we're like halfway through it at this point.
It's
We're doing this peacefully. We don't need initiative.
It's fine.
We're just
like as
talking.
I'm rolling damage.
We're just talking.
That's it. We're just talking. It's fine. Pud is getting eaten in the sky.
That is 23 damage. 23 radiant damage.
23 radiant damage. As you're talking, you're like, thank you very much, Rock. You kind of look back up and you just see just this explosion of light as you hear this loud poof poof as you can assume something bad happened up there. As Rock looks back up at the sky, the bird, and kind of looks back at you. Enemy?
I have no idea what's going on, Rock, but if
now
there's...
I think we're gonna roll for initiative because Pud kind of fucked that up.
Okay, I didn't fuck that up. He bit my ass because he was still flying around. I was just going to stop it.
Alright.
5 initiative.
That's
All
11
right,
initiative for me.
Great. Alright. And then we'll go, 11 from Vander, 5 from Pud?
No, the opposite. 11 from
opposite.
Pud.
11 for Pud, I was making sure.
Also, my suggestion no longer exists on that other griffin, or whatever it is.
Yeah, so it's gone.
Herb.
It is no longer suggested.
The bird dog.
The bird
But
dog.
as long as it hasn't been 10 minutes, I can still talk to them both.
You can still talk to them, but now they're angry. This is a weird place. to be in. Now that I've realized the situation, I'm kind of like pulled myself back out, and I'm like, this is a weird thing that I've got to put myself into, huh?
Urban.
All right.
So,
Let's head back to Raven and Alice. It's been a hot second. Actually,
Cool, that gives me a sec to go
hold on.
check.
I'm just looking
Okay.
at looking at the time now. And I'm thinking, because we are going to enter 2 different versions of combat, and whatever the fuck Piers is getting up to. Do you want to pick it up next week? And then I can make 2 separate battle maps for this if we want.
I just want that bitch to get one more turn. I just want to see if I can fail the goddamn wisdom saving throw again.
You did a pretty good amount.
Caleb, can I say something in preparation for next week?
Yeah.
Wild magic?
I'll take it. All right. I think
Cool.
that's fair. We're at the beginning of combat. Roll a d100, and I won't tell you what it is unless you already know what it is because.
That's 3 wild magic now.
You know what? Never mind. We'll roll it. Okay, you
We'll
know what?
roll it next time.
Okay,
Roll it next time.
No. Roll the d100s. I'm gonna write them down, and we'll get to it next time.
I feel like I'm gonna be one of the people who's also banned from doing the wild magic surges.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so 3
it's worth-
D100.
I'm definitely making it more expensive after this. Now that this is like a test run.
I know, that's why I have to get it in early.
It was originally cheaper too.
It was originally cheaper.
So
because you wanted to make it 100, but I said that's way too fucking low.
I said 300.
Okay, I said that's too low, so we made it.
I did want to make it 100, but I think we agreed on 300.
Yeah, and then
you raised it to
400.
4. Which seems like you didn't raise it enough. Which I mean, I'm happy to have lots of wild magic. By the way, 92, 19, and 86.
92, 19, and 86. Alrighty. And we'll see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna look at it myself, just so I can see. Okay.
Oh
That
no.
turned out fine. Also, was it...
Okay.
Actually, I can't even ask, because you're not even gonna say. Even if I ask, you're not gonna say shit about...
I mean, you can
if
ask.
there was the... Was it the wild magic surge that teleported everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
I was racking my brain around that for like a good 10 minutes. I was like, but random teleportation, but like I thought it would affect me, but random teleportation, but
Doesn't mean it
What?
affects you. It's just a random teleportation.
And then
I know.
was I fine because I was a cat?
No, you were fine because you were talking with Saloon and you get Saloon rights.
God. God bless Salem.
Originally the first poof of magic that poofed out actually teleported Raven and Alice, so they were out first. The second one got rid of Piers, and then your third one was your glimpse back into your home realm, and then the fourth one that happened was everybody within a 10 or every creature within a 10-foot radius of you has to make a wisdom saving throw DC 12 or turn into a cat.
Failed that.
Cool.
Hmm.
Wait,
So,
didn't you get
what
an
decided-
11 on that wisdom save?
Yeah, like Pud literally just failed.
Okay, so we're also going to mention none about... Because we're not going to throw around names about who activated the wild magic surge and whose fault it is that everyone teleported away.
I mean,
That's
the first random teleportation was going to happen regardless because Raph submitted it, so I knew for a fact someone was leaving.
Which, Wrath, if you're still here in the chat, I love you so much for being the first person to cause the wild magic surge.
Yes,
Thank
and
you so
then
much
the
for that.
second one that was sent in by Liz. Oh, thank you. You sent away. It was originally in my head. I'll tell you this now because I don't really care. It's because it's happened. It was originally going to be Piers was going to be the one Flynn tossed away because Piers went rampant and was going to try and kill one of you. And because of the wild magic, I said, "Fuck it, it's going to be Vander." So, or not the wild magic. Because of Pierce's blood rage, he was going to try to kill one of you. So one of you were going to wake up in the middle of the night because Pierce wanted to stab you. And it didn't matter which one it was until the wild magic thing came up. And I was like, okay, funky.
So you're welcome. I saved you from Pierce.
Well, no, that was going to happen. That was Raph that saved you from Pierce. But Liz, you were the one who randomly sent away Raven and Atlos on a fun vacation in the woods.
It's there. They can have a fucking honeymoon. All right, that's not my problem. They can do what they want.
That happened. Right. Yeah, no, it was that
romantic woodland getaway.
Yeah, honestly, after that, I was like, okay. It was really funny that you managed to get that twice. And I just had it in there just randomly because
inconvenient.
It's very inconvenient. Wait. It's like the middle of the table.
Can I roll a magic surge just to see what it would be?
Okay, but you could roll a D100 and I'll just look at the table. Some of them I don't want to announce because we haven't seen them yet. And specifically because not even Vander knows what they are.
You could DM Liz.
I could DM Liz. I might DM Liz.
we both know fully well. I'm not gonna tell Steven shit.
Okay, well, what is it? What did you roll?
I rolled a 89.
89. Never mind. It's the same one. It's that you see into your home realm.
Nice.
Yeah. So, that's it. Anyway, I think that's how we're around it tonight, because I can make battle maps if you give me a week, and also, I don't know, funky combat that I totally kind of planned for, but I planned for, I originally planned it so that the entire party, but Piers, would be here to take care of it, so have fun, Pud and Vander. You guys are gonna have a great time.
See me,
Liz.
I couldn't leave Raven alone, so Raven has to deal with some treads. It's fine.
Caleb, birds. Like, you knew what you were doing throwing birds at a druid.
Oh, I knew what I was doing throwing birds at a druid, but I was also planning to throw it at a bunch of other angry, bloodthirsty killers who just slaughtered a house of people and maybe would like to, relax and kill some prehistoric birds instead, You
make us sound like monsters, Caleb.
I'm not saying
not wrong,
you guys are monsters, but you did slaughter a house of nobles the other day.
Excuse you.
I let one go.
Coincidentally.
The one? You let one of them go?
Coincidentally, they happened to die on the same date that we came there. And then there was like a fire and whatever, Not our fault.
No, we let two go. Because we let the whiny one go and we let the chick go. Raven let the chick go.
You let two of them go. Right, that makes it.
At least we're not all alone. At least none of us are alone.
That is true.
See, you mentioned Levi before, like a month ago or something. I'm just like, I don't know whenever that's gonna come up, and I didn't. And now specifically I get to deal with it.
I mean, you don't know where Levi is.
I don't know where he is, but I might fuck with him. Now that I know that White is here, and I can mess something up that I just remembered that I.
No, has he read that diary yet?
No, it's not that.
Yes.
Everyone. There's that one distraction plan that I've been wanting to do, and I think I might be able to finally do it.
Sure.
And it might just mess with him.
Nice.
All right.
Let's.
I'm gonna stop streaming.